Welcome everyone to a special edition of Blue Box RPG COVID-19 edition. We are all either out of school, working from home, seeing graduations canceled, caring for loved ones, and so surgeries. A great time for us to be able to have a little bit of fun, relax. You know, D&D has always been a release for me. I think I've told some of you when I played in high school, it was called the Escapist Society. And the Escapist Society was exactly what we're doing now. We're escaping a bit from reality and enjoying some of the fun and creativity. Oh, but by the way, we have absolutely wiped down every surface in this room. We have hygienic dice. We've wiped down the trays, the tables, the banisters. So we are taking no chances. Because we do have loved ones, of course, that might be more susceptible than we are. But we're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to play a game. So, all right, let's start out, and we're going to get a quick recap of what happened last time.
Oh.
And what happened last time is really important now because we actually had a couple players missing last time, and we had stand-in. So we had a Wraithy who made a return appearance, and she might be coming back again at some point. And then we also had...
kill her?
No.
No. And
If we had killed her, Kate probably wouldn't be alive today, just saying.
Arr, she speaks truth.
oh, okay. So a quick question came up on the chat already. Why does Ixen's name look cooler? I'm testing. So I wanted to work with some new sort of combination of image plus class plus name, but I wanted to see if it was taking up too much space.
No, that's awesome.
So I want my viewers to tell me if they like the way Ixen's name looks. If they do, I'll do that with all four of the players.
Just keep it with me.
I like that. That's awesome.
It was just a test, not anything preferential, I assure you.
I vote yes.
All right, good. So we'll see. If everybody likes that, we will do that for everyone next time. Can you see, like, on my screen, the Human Alchemist looks hard to read. Can you see it on your screen?
I mean, if I expand it, yeah.
I can see it.
You can?
I have it really tiny on my screen, though.
No,
so.
I can see it on mine.
Yeah, you can? All right, so good. So that might work then.
Shane O'Mac. Hi, Shane.
Hey, Shane! Always good to have our friend here. We got 6 viewers already. We're going to go ahead and get started. So let's do a quick recap of last time.
Again.
And again. And let's keep it to, like, hey, fam, let's keep it to, like, 2 minutes or less.
Okay.
And it's going to have to be the two of you, obviously, because the two of you weren't here. So go ahead. Yes.
All right. So we started off still in the liches, or the attempted liches lab, with all the cages with the rats.
The failed lich,
yes.
Yep.
And we were I was about to cast my tiny hut so we could rest.
Oh, he was a failed lich?
Yes, he did not lich himself.
What happened?
His phylactery was destroyed before he
By
could,
his own wife.
Yes.
His wife interrupted the ceremony.
Before he could get himself
The box
into
was
it.
broken. It was his wife that had interrupted the ceremony and broke the phylactery.
But right before I was going to cast a tiny hut so that we could rest for the evening, I actually heard muffled sounds.
Hey, Seekzilla! Thank you so much!
Muffled sounds coming through the wall, and I went to investigate it, and we actually discovered a Wraithy trapped inside the wall. She'd fallen down like a chute, basically looking for gold. Her entire goal is now to find gold.
And she seemed quite a bit darker. Her eyes were hollowed, her face sunken. She seemed haunted somehow.
She doesn't get rested, apparently. Basically, I pulled my axe on her because I had seen what she had done to Dovin as Solomon and I were arriving to help you guys out, and nearly took her head off, but decided probably not to do that right at that moment. So I went and casted my tiny hut so that we could rest and said Wraithy was not allowed. She was not invited to the clubhouse. Basically, Cade convinced us to let her rest under the condition that Cade watched her in the night.
Cade did defend her.
Yes. So I lay down to rest first, and Solomon went to rest as well. And then instead of watching Wraithy, Cade and Wraithy went to sleep. But anyway, nothing happened during the night, and we woke up the next day perfectly fine. We continued through the other door, and it led to a long, dark hallway, and I proceeded ahead with a fairly decent stealth check, and, like, let everybody else hang back so I could hear what was ahead. Oh yeah, Ixon disappeared and left us.
Mm-hmm.
Not of my own will.
He said that he had something important to look
something
at.
caught your eye.
So he disappeared.
You looked at the image of Vorel up in the stained glass window as he was consuming the potion, and something struck you, and you vanished.
Yeah.
He's
What
going to
struck
turn into a
me?
lich.
I'll tell you in a minute.
And so I continued down the hallway, and I could hear sounds of a voice. And so I went back to everybody and said quietly to them what I heard, and we continued as a group down the hallway and saw what would be considered Aldern Foxglove's current state. He was not looking good. He looked very much infected by ghoul fever, basically. And that is what he appeared to be to our eyes, at least.
The skin saw man.
Yes. And he told us that he was the one who had killed everybody and carved the runes into their chests. So that answered that question.
Did he say anything about why?
Because, basically, someone bigger had been Hold on, I have the letter. The brothers. Yeah, the brothers were behind all of it, and they had, ordered him to do it as part of this whole big thing.
Okay.
There's a list of people that he was supposed to kill. Yeah.
Why don't you read it out for the benefit of our viewers?
Okay, this is... Even young eyes. Okay. Aldera. Is that right?
Aldern.
Aldern.
Oh, Aldern Foxglove.
Yes, it's
okay.
called
Yeah. Okay. You have served us quite well. The delivery you harvested from the caverns exceeds what I...
Far
exceeds.
exceeds. So he delivered something from the caverns.
Right.
Interesting.
What's the caverns? Is
The
it
caverns you were exploring. Did you see something perhaps that might have been
What caverns? The
Sultan?
beneath the Foxglove
yeah,
Manor?
beneath the misgivings.
Yep.
Was I there?
You saw something the week before, but it was further explored the week you were gone. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, for exactly what I had hoped for. You may consider your debt to the brothers paid in full. Yet I still have need of you, and when you awaken from your death, you should find your mind clear and able to understand this task more than in the state you lie as I write this. Alright. You shall remember the workings of the Sahedrin ritual, I trust. You seemed quite lucid. Oh, thank you for the sub, Peter Levy. You seemed quite lucid at the time, but if you find after your rebirth that you have forgotten, return to the townhouse in Magnamar. My agent shall contact you there soon. No need for you to bother the brothers further. I will provide the list of proper victims for the Sahedrin ritual in 2 days' time. Commit that list to memory and then destroy it before you begin your work. The ones I have selected must be worked before they die, otherwise they do my master no good and the greed in their souls will go to waste.
Read that last sentence again.
The
There's
ones
something
I
really
have
important
selected must be marked before they die, otherwise they do my master no good and the greed in their souls will go to waste.
So they mark them and then
Kill
kill
them.
them.
Yes.
And they're using their souls for something?
They had the rune carved into
I
their
hadn't
chest
been
while
marked
they were
yet,
still
have
alive.
I? No, I haven't. Okay.
So wait, one last DM hint. There's another tiny little clue in that
The
sentence.
greed.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's what they all had in common. Remember, because we realized that with the three guys.
Right, because you remember last time, so I want to. Yep.
Yeah, they were
The
doing shady
gamblers,
back doors,
whatever.
door stuff.
Oh,
like,
the farmer that had hundreds of silver hidden in his loft. You had the men in the barn. You had everyone that was killed with this rune. The others were killed, but the ones with the rune all had some tie to money.
Yep.
If others get in your way, though, you may do them as you please. Eat them, savage them, or turn them into powwows. Powwows? It matters not to me.
I will think of mine.
All right, so
Pawns.
Pawns. Okay.
pawns or powans. All right.
Powans.
But yeah, so Arathi
Padawans.
went to stab him, and we ended up fighting him, and he changed more he had gone from being fairly Aldern, just a little out of his mind, to something entirely else that was very strong.
What the heck?
and
Got bass
like
now.
ghoulish. And it was really close. 3 of us were paralyzed, and Solomon critted and killed
Oh, yeah.
him like
Right.
a boss.
Again. 2 bosses, you know.
There's a bit of excessive critting that happens with Solomon. I don't know what the deal is.
What can I say?
All in due
But
time.
after,
the ones will roll in.
we killed Aldern, we Solomon went and searched him. I searched the desk, and then
I got a
think
sword.
Cade was looking at the wall, the creepy wall with the moving stuff with the face. And that's where I found the letter.
Was the wall with the creepy face?
Yeah, it was basically no. The letter was on the desk.
Oh.
And then we noticed the shattered remains of the phylactery box on the ground by the wall, and realized that perhaps the wall was actually infected with him, where he had tried to.
So somehow you have the sense that Vorel, when the phylactery was broken and his transformation to a lich was interrupted, he actually became part of the house itself.
Yeah.
So he sunk into the walls. The nature of the mold and the hauntings were all actually Vorel inhabiting the house. A semi-lich burrowed into the fabric of the house itself.
Yeah.
Looks like that camera is like.
So, let's see. So we decided to try to burn the mold stuff off the wall to see if we could destroy it. And then we tried with several torches, didn't work. So Kay decided just to burn it all. So the rest of us started heading out of the house. Kate used the rest of his rum to actually
sacrifice me rum.
douse everything, and then use a torch and set it down to light everything on fire. And
Because we tried to burn it down
Yes.
with all of our torches.
And as we were leaving, the house actually started to close in on itself to try to stop us from leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And a quick shout out to John at Dragon Crafting Guild.
pretty cool.
Look at this amazing DM screen. This incredible piece of craftsmanship with the studs, the nomenclature. You've got Blue Box on one side, Riven Realm, Neuromancer on the opposite side. Incredible what he did. Thank you, DM Neuromancer. Dragon Crafting Guild, the maker of our incredible trays, and now DM screen.
Alright, and then as we were escaping the house, Kate actually almost got trapped, and I ran back for him and yanked him behind me to make sure we all made it out of the house. As soon as we got out of the house, though, saving rolls started to have to happen for these two.
So if you recall,
Solomon.
where did the disease afflict them?
The big Great Hall.
Right,
With
so
all
in the room
paintings.
with all the paintings.
I didn't get afflicted.
No, you weren't
Oh,
afflicted.
oh,
These two.
You weren't there. These two were afflicted. You were floating above as the tumors sort of grew throughout the room, across the walls and the floor, and they touched your skin. You saw red splotches that started to grow across your arms. Those metastasized into tumors across your face, your neck.
Tumor.
You are being dragged.
Beautiful face.
It's not a tumor, but it was a tumor.
It was
As
a
you
tumor.
were then dragged feverishly, no pun intended, across the roads back to Sandpoint
Yep.
to get to the priest because you were
And-
dying.
And helped by the barkeep, who luckily was in range of my message cantrip, who came and helped me carry Solomon to the priest.
And he was quite ugly.
Arathi and Cade got there first, and Cade's, both of his saves were successful, so not only did he not die, but he did not lose any points of constitution.
But
But,
though
unfortunately,
cleverly played,
Yes.
unfortunately Solomon did miss that third fatal saving throw.
yeah.
He survived, but he took 1 point of constitution damage permanently. So you need to make that adjustment on your PC. What was your constitution previously?
16.
16. So that means you drop to 15, which means you lose 1 hit point per level
Oh, yeah.
across all
And
of
it
your
should
stats.
automatically adjusted on the app.
Yeah, so you
since
got to change that.
It's a bit
You awoke. You were pallid. Your face was sunken. You were weary, and so we are now back in the cathedral. And
the camera's glitching really bad.
is it glitching? I don't see glitching. Let me see here.
Can
Yeah.
someone tell
Is
us
anyone
if
else
it-
see the camera glitching?
It might just be on slobs.
It could be, but I can do something real quick
I
here.
see it on my screen too.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
I
right.
see it.
All right, so let's do
Oh, yeah, I
a...
see it now.
Sometimes, nope, not that. Let's
We are at
do
the strong
that.
camera.
See if that fixes it. Sometimes a simple setting like that will fix it. Camolise is not seeing the glitching. We'll watch it for a second here before we get restarted.
Looks good. Oh.
No, there it did it again, didn't it? Now you see it. All right, let's try something else.
First techno issue in a while.
It's been a minute.
We were riddled with them at the beginning.
Absolutely.
That stupid camera always.
All right, let's
freezes.
try that. So we switch the frames per second. See if that stops the glitching.
It might be like really like taking
Looks
a lot
good.
with the new audio system that you got.
Yeah, but I've had this for 3 weeks now. I haven't changed anything. It's worked okay. So,
I'm not seeing any more
yep,
glitching.
I think
so
we're good. All right. So, let me turn this down. You see Sheriff Hunlock comes hustling in.
Oh, right, because I messaged him to come meet with us.
Right. And Father Xantus has just leaned over the desk. His head is in his hands. You see sweat dripping off his forehead. He's heaving. Solomon, you're dizzy. You stand up. You're feeling wan and faint. You see the sheriff comes walking in, Cade. You woke up, but you feel much better than he does. Like, you woke up, you feel kind of refreshed, just in need of a bit of rum. And you see the sheriff comes walking through. As the sheriff opens his mouth and begins to speak, there's a staggering sound, and you see Ixon come rushing through the door, and he's holding a book in his hands. The sheriff turns back. What's going on here? Are you all right? He looks at you, Solomon.
No. I'm not alright.
Not in the slightest.
But at least you're looking a bit like yourself again.
Definitely better than I was, but I feel like I'll never be the old me again.
Oh, you lost a little bit of your soul.
I did.
Perhaps you just need a couple days of rest.
Hopefully. I feel like a death right now.
You look at you.
Sheriff,
Thank you, Cade.
thank you for coming quickly. I have much to tell you.
So he nods. He kind of looks over at Solomon, and golly, hang on, autocorrect. He is a beast when you're trying to spell words that only make sense in D&D. So he looks over at you. You all right, son?
No. It's still a no. Got these nasty tumors up in that mansion over there.
You tumors? I don't see anything on you now.
There's been apparently a affliction of ghoul fever running through some people in the town.
Ghoul fever.
Yes, we learned about it actually from the man at the asylum.
The weird guy.
Habe. Is that what was affecting?
Yes.
That makes sense. What have you found there? You seem excited, alchemist.
I found a book.
Huzzah!
A book.
A book on alchemy.
An alchemy book.
Yes.
Oh, you can make more weird
And
stuff.
it interests me, so I decided to go run and grab it.
Okay. All right. He nods and he says, "Tell me more. What did you find at the Misgivings?"
So there,
Well, it no longer exists.
Arr, thanks to me.
It actually stopped running.
Yeah.
yeah, it
well-
stopped itself.
It was on fire again.
Arr.
We had
I almost killed myself.
we had found some. Well, the notes and the clues from the previous murders led us to the home of the Foxgloves. We found some victims on the way. There's a farmhouse on the way to the home of the family.
Probably, if it's right on the road, it would have been Crasby's.
It's the one with the well, right?
Yes.
By the,
They're
Yes.
dead.
Yes,
the whole
all of them.
family. And,
Dead.
Kids and all. Yeah.
And the
How? How?
ghouls. The barn was full of them, and there was a couple of them in the house and another in the well.
They're all dead.
It was a
though.
horrible sight.
The
Almost
ghouls-
burned that one down too.
What do you mean ghouls? I don't understand. They're undead do not exist here.
Well,
They do now.
Apparently they do.
They're walking dead everywhere.
But
You need to do an R rating
we-
before you.
Iron matey, they're walking dead everywhere.
We
There you go.
successfully vanquished as many of them as we could possibly do. There's still
Which
one
was all
trapped
of
in the
them?
well that you might need to take a look at. And
It's horrible.
and we continued on to the manor, and we actually found Aldern Foxglove, and he was
Is he all right?
No.
Well, not anymore.
he had been horribly changed into some sort of undead creature. More than a ghoul, but a ghoul at the same time. It was horrifying.
See the lich.
Foxglove, the foppish aristocrat. He.
The rich one.
I had not met him before he was
Not
not
anymore.
dead, but
Did we take his money?
no. But yes, he had been horribly changed, and we found this letter hidden
Yes.
there.
May I see
yes,
it?
and it spoke of Magnamar and a group called the Brothers. If you know anything about them at all.
The brothers. I have brothers.
What is this that he
How?
speaks of when he says, they have gotten something from him previously. They exceeded what he had hoped for.
We
The delivery. What do they speak
don't know
of?
exactly what that might be. We did not find anything in the house that would specifically speak to that. My best guess is possibly whatever's causing all these afflictions, but I do not
Still
know.
version pretty bad.
Just this one?
Yeah, just that one.
And you found nothing?
No, but we did learn that Aldern was actually the one who had done all the murders.
It's a ritual.
Yes.
The seven.
And I would just like to point
Wait.
out again that I was right about it the
Seven.
entire time.
7 pointed stars.
Yes, the Sahita
Okay.
said the seven-pointed star. And
What if there are 7 brothers?
perhaps
Just a complete theory.
Wait, so I'm a little confused
yes.
Why?
of why I was wanted this entire time. If he didn't even find me. I'm a little bit offended.
Well,
I think it was more of you never found him because you left when
we
we
needed
found
you.
him.
The letters. You
I was
speak of the
entranced.
letters?
Yes.
Why was he so interested in you?
Probably because he likes alchemy and he's a
I'm
bit
powerful.
weird.
Just kidding.
Powerful.
Well, he was obviously interested in alchemy, as you can see by this book, so I didn't want to talk to me.
Aldern, alchemy? I
Well-
doubt it.
Well, how do you propose that you turn into a lich?
He had stuff everywhere. He looked like he was doing
Alden?
stuff. He
Alden was becoming a lich?
Precisely.
We think
It
so.
looked like a house made for Ixen.
Well, at least his grandfather had
What?
been.
It wasn't Aldern? Oh, it was his grandfather?
Yes.
Okay, I was confused.
Burrell.
Yeah, Varel. Yes, Varel. Yeah, it was. So
Oh.
it was the. This was the ritual that you uncovered. Oh, thank you, Camelise. The ritual you uncovered from
Yes.
like 80 years ago.
Oh. That's crazy.
And
Okay.
thank you very
Well, I
much for the
switched my statement and
DM.
I said, well, it is obviously in their bloodline, since his grandfather wanted to be a lich, so alchemy was transcendently passed.
We also did find books of all sorts of various spells up in his. He had this very fancy library. But
House
We
tried to
also
kill
found a
us
scar that choked me
repeatedly.
out.
You should have kept it.
The
No.
misgivings have long been someplace we shunned.
for good reason.
Yes.
They
I
tried to
thank
kill
you
us
for
very.
Frequently.
exploring
often.
and what else did you find when you explored? Was there
I found this sword, and I pull out the sword that I took off of Aldern, or the dagger.
You have so many weapons. How do you get all these?
I just
Well-
find them.
you found that on Alden himself?
Yes. Maybe I shouldn't be. I put it back
It's
on
probably-
in its sheath, just in case.
Did you find anything else tying you to Magnamar.
I mean, other than the mention of Magnamar here and the cages, there were cages in the...
With rats?
Yes, with the rats in them that mentioned a company in Magnum, or yes, it was a
Cages.
Bob, I think was the initials on the cages.
Like birds?
Bird-style cages, yes, but it had a company name on it that was a place in Magnamar.
Well, I can't profess to understand what's going on. I can only be thankful to all of you. I will continue to provide whatever aid I can, but...
Do you provide rum, sir?
Don't ask
I
the
would-
sheriff if he provides
We
rum, Cade.
Kate already asked the barkeeper to run back and get more rum too.
I
Maybe
would-
just...
I would
I know.
seek a Mako at the Rusty Dragon.
Oh, believe me, I will.
But yes, I think all signs point that we need to continue our adventures to Magnamar and see what is going on
The
there.
big city.
Speaking of Amigo, how is the lass?
I wouldn't know. I haven't seen her in some time. Why do you ask?
Why haven't you seen her?
Because I don't frequent the tavern.
I see.
I have not had a drink in 7 years.
Ooh.
Oh, you poor lad.
I can only thank you for what you have done. How you have
That's exactly right.
survived with all that has befallen you, I can't understand. But Sandpoint is grateful to you, and if your next journey is to Magnamon, just know that my best wishes will go with you, and whatever we can provide in terms of horses, food, rope, anything at all.
Money!
I suggest you find a
The
Mako
Mako.
at the Rusty Dragon.
I believe we have our own horses.
We
but
do.
Our
They
kind
might,
of.
they might need some. And food would be good to help us at least on our way there. I'm sure we can procure something.
I think a little bit of-
afterward.
One sec, I pull Ixon aside for a second. Ixon, don't you think we're entitled to just a little bit of financial compensation for what we've gone through?
Not a little.
He
I
did.
believe we saved this town from horrible ghoul fever. We
And,
saved it.
and the raid.
Yes.
Am I overhearing this at all?
Roll d20.
Oh no.
16.
Oh!
Yeah, it's actually, they're horrible whisperers,
Yeah.
actually.
That's a 31 anyway, so you do remember he was going to pay us after we solved this as well.
But
He gave us the first half before we
Wouldn't
left.
it be easier if we were to solve it with, like, I would get a extra motivation. Perhaps I got sidetracked
Well, we
for the
did.
book because I was looking for gold.
We did figure out who the murderer was.
We
and
did.
Stop him.
we solved,
We solved
the
it.
problem.
We did! We are heroes.
You're not speaking quietly anymore, so you're talking to the sheriff? They were all talking amongst themselves.
We are.
I mean, we are kind of, the heroes of Sandpoint.
We are.
And not to be greedy, because I don't want to get
We are.
literally
We don't work
murdered.
for free.
No.
Exactly. We're free.
I'm trying to get myself
I'm
a
not
ship.
indebted to this town.
but we don't work for free.
Correct.
So,
Money, sir.
you
I'm
turn
not-
to the sheriff?
No,
Sheriff
let us
Hemlock,
talk compensation.
I have a proposal.
I'm
Reward for the deed we have done.
you know we are a poor town. We have little in resource. We've been
That ghoul fever would
disrupted.
have destroyed you all then. You see him as he takes a sip from his flask.
I would not go as far as to say.
no COVID-19 comments, please.
I would not go as far as to say that you would
Perhaps
have
the whole town
deserved
would be
the ghoul
quarantined
fever.
as of this moment. You would not be able to leave your office.
I'm not saying that. However, I do believe, and can I use my
Diplomacy?
Yeah. Can I use my diplomacy on this? I do believe we are entitled to a slightly larger financial compensation than we originally agreed upon. Significantly larger.
roll d20. Add your
Solomon's
diplomacy,
trying to
please.
sound smart right now.
Oh, that was
18.
not.
18 total?
Oh.
He drops his head. Well, I had hoped to save this for the garrison and the widows, but you're right. He pulls out a sack.
Alright!
there
I
would
pull
be-
him aside!
Hey, no. There would be no garrisons or widows without us. The ghoul fever especially attacks the elderly. It's proven. They have the worst side effects of it.
He holds out a sack of gold to you.
I
They
take it
turn the quickest.
and count it out.
All right, yeah, it's a sack of 500 gold pieces.
Man, if we had a bigger chat right now, they'd be rolling. It's a little
Alright.
unfortunate.
So, how should I?
How much was in it? Arr, how
Well,
much you got, Solomon?
you have to think, because while we were in Thistletop, I believe I was left out of a sum of gold and coins.
That was
Hey,
actually.
by the way,
best
whether they're arguing about gold, how's the audio sound, video? How does everything look? I think the
It's been
glitching
taking
stopped.
off the topic.
Are you hearing the voices?
Ah,
I saw a
yeah.
glitch.
I
Are
have
the players
saved
sounding
your life
okay?
Plenty of times. good
DM
sir.
sounding okay?
It's kind of true.
And
But-
you found that nice.
Arr, while
I
they're
left
arguing,
you
I
fine.
pull the sheriff aside
Um,
and speak to him.
Okay, he does a little.
thank you, Shane
I
O'Mac.
give all
I-
three of you 125
I
gold.
texted you.
So we,
125?
yeah, so we all get 125.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Because
good
my
sheriff.
whispering ain't that
Oh.
great.
Nice.
That's a lot, actually.
Look at what I'm sitting at right now.
Oh wow.
Alright.
Must be nice, but I felt like being
Not
generous.
sure I
haven't
understand.
bought anything new in a while though, so there's
Neither
that.
have I. I just.
I really need the first one.
I can provide that for you.
Awesome.
All right.
Put it outside the rusty dragon.
He
Well,
did.
so it shall
He gave
be.
you 125.
Oh!
So everybody gets 125 gold.
Huzzah!
I decided to be fair, you know, no reason to split hairs over.
Well, because we all put our life at risk.
Well, yes, but Ixon
You build rat.
unfairly chose against me
Oh, whatever.
because I simply reached my hand in the chest at the same time. I had the
Ah,
audacity.
Yes. And you see, I did not reach for the bag.
You didn't.
So if I had reached, I would just say, you won. You're right.
But yes, I
But
think
I did find the gold, and you were being greedy. I must not speak on the
Greedy
subject.
schmeedy.
I think we should look at arranging a couple of extra horses for them and food for the trip.
The Cade has already requested they will be out front.
Good.
I
I have
will
a
do
horse,
this.
I don't
So nice
And I
not
have
being a
mine as
paladin,
well.
having to tag.
He drops his head.
Um,
I must go tend to my people.
How many?
I wish you luck.
How many days have we been gone? Because I need to pay for my horse.
4.
Okay, so that's 12 more copper. That I.
You see the
for
sheriff
the
walks out,
stabling?
Stabling,
his
yeah.
shoulders slumped,
12 copper?
defeated.
Because it's 3 per day.
Ah, this is a victory for him. Without us, he'd be dead.
I mean, also, if we hadn't been here in the first place, I don't think Alden necessarily would have gone
Rogue.
so crazy.
Well,
with it.
actually, weren't you the one to save Alder? Originally. So all of this is your fault.
I knew we should have off that dude.
That is a fair remembrance.
That is a very accurate. Yes, I did save his life, and I was rewarded for it. But I didn't know. It was just this nice merchant, you know.
I knew.
You knew after this.
No, I knew. Ask Mr. Hemlock. I told him.
He's already walked out.
Ask him later.
Father Xantus, you see actually falls asleep on the desk. He's
Oh, we
kind of
robbed this
snoring.
man in a temple.
Who? Father Jensen?
Yeah,
What's that?
We're
He's the one who
doomed.
saved their lives.
yeah. He's the
Oh, no.
he's the
He's
one
the
that
priest.
raised them, the priest that raised them.
I toss.
I didn't. I wasn't
yeah.
good for that.
Is there like a donation?
Wait, we robbed him?
No,
Oh.
No, he's talking
I was talking
about
about
the
Sheriff
sheriff.
Hemlock.
Oh.
We didn't rob him. We
Why is
just...
Father Xantus asleep?
Because
He's
he's exhausted
exhausted.
from healing the two of them from nigh unto death.
I'm sorry for
No, it's okay.
yelling at me. Wasn't here for the session.
He cleared whatever was afflicting them, which was more than just a cure wound sort of situation. So
It was pretty bad. Yeah.
It was very bad. I say we
Do you
go
have
to
any
the
money on him?
Father Xantus.
we're not robbing
It's a
priests.
joke. It's a joke.
What?
I mean, probably.
think
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, yeah.
I think it is time
Yeah.
for us
Rat.
to possibly
Build
head back
rat
to the inn and
again.
figure out
Lots of
I would
milk
agree with
rats.
that.
Things I have felt in my entire life. Shame is
I
one of
decide
them.
I'm going to eat the
I
whole
live
menu tonight.
freely and worriously.
After killing
That seems like
shame.
a good
Mount
idea.
Peshnicorn, I killed
Did you say
Alden.
worriously?
Yes, I did.
Maybe worry Leslie or.
I said
With great robustity, he said that.
So before we leave to head back to the inn, I am going to. Is there like a bit of parchment just lying around anywhere?
You don't see one, but there's several sort of alcoits passing by.
I would like to ask one of them if perhaps they could bring me a piece of parchment and a quill.
Parchment and quill?
Yes,
Like a big piece or small piece of
just
parchment?
a small
Just
piece.
one quill or two? Just one quill and it's a regular piece of parchment.
Yes.
Right away.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Ida.
He kind of scurries off. Moments later, he's trembling. He hands it to you.
Here's your parchment and quill. Just one, mind you, only one.
Yes, this is perfect. Thank you. And so
No,
no,
the
we're
circle.
still. I'm
Red circle.
leaving. I'm leaving in a note for Father Xanthus to basically thank him for
Yes.
helping us and
Throw me on there. That I also
from,
thank him.
From Solomon
I'll
and,
place one
and
silver
the
on
rest
his
of the
buttocks.
heroes of Sandpoint. I thank you. And actually, I'm going to I'm gonna fold it up and slide 3 gold in there as well as just a donation to the.
You know what we should do as a gift to the town?
3.
What is it, me best mate?
So, the people are calling
And
us
just I'm
the
gonna
heroes
leave
of
it
Sandpoint.
kind of
That is correct.
under his like.
So what if we were to
All
go
right,
to a
so
paint,
yeah, you tuck it
I
under your
want
arm.
to put it
painting,
in his hand so
you
he
know.
sees it when he wakes
Very
up.
nice, thank
and
you.
we get a painting done of us looking all heroic,
Oh!
and then we gift it to the town?
Since I gifted the head, you can do the painting.
Oh,
I say it's a good idea.
Oh, the humility. Oh.
I'm one of the most humble people I know here.
He is at that. Arr!
I am with Solomon. He does show great grace at the most inopportune times. It would be to just humble yourself. So
I'm one of the most humble people I know.
Arr! Let's find the painter.
So
I get one of the little
I'm
cleric
heading
fellows, and I ask
back
them where
to
a
the inn.
painter is.
Okay. All right, so she's heading to the Rusty Dragon. You're doing what?
I'm asking one of the little temple folk where a painter would be.
An artist? An artist?
An artist, yes.
There we go, Solomon.
A kind of a heavy set, short little alcoit, probably in his mid-40s, walks over, his pate's bald.
artists are always short.
Are they, aren't they?
You want a what?
An artist.
You know it's the middle of the bloody night. There's no artist out right now.
Not necessarily right now, just in the town. At some point.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning. Do you know where a
Aye.
painter would be?
I'm a priest.
Priest?
I live here all my days, every single day. You think I have any idea where there might be an artist?
Is there
Don't
any
you
art-
visit the
others
town
in the
people?
town.
Don't you visit the town people like you should, priest?
No, they visit me and give
Why
their
do you-
alms.
You don't need
You're
to
a
get
little-
hostile with.
Little haughty and snarky.
Arr!
Sir,
Arr,
what's your
I
name?
know.
What's your name, sir?
I bet Mako knows.
Never mind.
He turns and he walks down the hallway.
I bet Mako knows.
I better make your nose.
Mm-hmm. Arr, that priest was so unhelpful, I ain't giving him a copper.
In fact, I should take a copper.
Arr!
No!
Oh.
Okay, let's just focus on the mission at hand. I have no idea what the mission at hand is.
I say we go back to the tavern.
Magnamar.
Magnum. Okay.
I want to find out what this dagger
Oh,
does.
she's
Yeah,
already
she's
gone.
already gone. She left.
I need to find out what this dagger does. But before that, I think we all.
Arr, dagger. I would like a dagger.
I also like a dagger. Kate.
Squirrel!
I go to my room and I read my book.
I also go back.
Arr, we go to the Rusty Dragon.
It's midnight, Cade.
Oh.
That's what the priest just said.
No, it's
Oh.
not midnight.
It's
the
late.
middle of night. It's like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
so he's.
It's so early in the night.
Painters are weird
All right,
folk.
That's like-
we're switching to only players, and we'll bring up the sound effects here. You head back to the Rusty Dragon.
As I come into the inn first, I want to look around and see if I spot Blackbeard.
All right. So you're first in the inn. You see
Wow, one track mind.
pretty bustling evening.
I open the door.
You're not there yet.
Oh
I
crap.
left well before you did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cade has turned into quite the yeller. He does
Sorry.
not have an inside voice whatsoever.
He never did.
It's gotten apparently worse as my eardrum is ringing after every other sentence.
Sorry.
Thought you weren't having those.
Well, mine.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go to that. I have to go to Broderick Quinn tomorrow.
Oh.
I feel like he knows if this dagger is. I don't think he likes us. Actually.
I would like the dagger.
Cade, on the list of things I remember asking for, that was not one of them. This is. I took the dagger.
So,
But at some point, maybe.
All right, so hang on, I'll be right there. Hang on 1 second.
I really need something to prop my leg up on.
Oh.
It's not feeling good.
We'll have a break in a bit. You're doing a break.
What?
We'll have a break in a bit. You can do a break.
do you want
All
to
right.
There's a chair. There's a
Get
chair.
a chair after the break. Thank you.
All right, so Irda, you step into the tavern first. You walk through the door and you see there's a good sort of robust number of folks. You see the barkeep has returned. He's still got sweat pouring off his brow. He looks quite out of breath. You see a Mako bustling about with several of the others in the inn. And you scan. You do not see any sign of Blackbeard.
Alright. I would like to actually go to the barkeep, and I'm going to say, I just wanted to thank you again for your help tonight. I could not have gotten my friends back without your help.
I thank you, milady. I don't know if I'm going to make it much longer tonight. Would you like an ale?
He slides a mug across to you.
And I slide however much back to him, plus a little extra.
So
Another
generous.
gold.
He nods gratefully.
Just as a extra thanks. I don't remember how much the ale costs.
It's like a copper.
Okay.
You can bargain him down a little bit.
No. He saved your life. He deserves the full pay plus some. And then I'm just kind of going to sit quietly, drinking, kind of scanning the bar.
Okay. All right. So you move away from. You kind of find a table. There's an empty table here with just a halfling sitting across the other side. He's a little halfling male. He's got a mug of mead in front of him. He's got kind of sunken out eyes. Looks haunted. He kind of glances up at you. He just nods. A few minutes later, the door flies open, and you see Cade bursting through with enthusiasm, like a man on a mission, followed by Ixon and Solomon. As they walk in the bar,
Huzzah!
Yeah,
The good people of Sandpoint.
several people's heads roll up. They see you, which they hadn't really noticed at first when you walked in, and suddenly there is like a huzzah! And there's excitement in the inn. All of you, thank you so much for all you've done! And there's a little smattering of applause that goes through the inn. A Mako comes bustling over. Are you okay? I haven't seen you in days. Is everything all right?
Are just in need of some good, your best rum, milady.
Of course, Cade. Where have you been?
Are on a mission, milady.
What
To cure this town of ghoul fever.
does it have anything to do what happened to my brother?
Are
Yes.
a little. Yeah.
They're all in common because they're all.
Oh, all right. I'll bring some rum. You see, she bustles off. You guys kind of surround the
I
table.
go to the bar.
All right. You head to the bar. Solomon, what are you doing, Ixon?
I'm going upstairs and reading my book.
You see Ixon.
What a boring.
Look at
he,
this
he
nerd.
stares. Whoops. He stares at the book.
Yes, quite the nerd.
He kind of stumbles up the stairs, muttering to himself
Thinks he's a smart
as he
fella.
reads the book. There's Ixon going up the stairs. muttering to
Knowledge
himself.
is power. Okay, knowledge is power.
I order-
just want you to remember that.
I order the dish that
Rum
just
is
has
fun,
the
my
most,
friend.
the most food. The most expensive, the largest. If it has everything,
all right.
that's what I want.
Sorry. So you see the barmaid. She nods. She bustles back. They collect 5 silver from you.
I fill me extra flasks with rum.
Yeah. So you see, Ameko actually has a young man you've not seen before. He's got thick fingers, look like they've been broken several times. He comes walking out with a giant cask.
Oh my good
He
lord!
sets it by the table and thumps it down by you as you see Ixon disappear up the stairs.
Oh, you're a very good fella, young lad. Thank you. What's your name, mate?
My name?
Oh, you got a deep voice for a mate.
I've never had anyone tell me my voice is deep, but thank you, lass.
What'd you say?
I'm Mott. Nice to meet you.
Arr, same to ya.
You see, like, he's got 3
Gnarly.
broken fingers.
Gnarly hands.
He pushes the rum
But you're not my type.
and he walks off.
Arr, you're not my type either.
When the barmaid gets close, I would like to order some food as well.
All right. So.
I ask for a flask as well.
All right.
Not full, just an empty one.
An empty flask.
Yes.
All right. So that's a copper. You're delivered an empty flask. 5
rum for
silver
the
for
whole
the meal.
place!
I immediately go to the cask and start drinking ale from it.
Well, it's got a
Oh, it's not
a
open?
nozzle on
Ah.
the yeah. It's not open. It's got a tap.
Oh, come to me for your rum, people! Come to me for your rum! Huzzah!
You see people start walking over.
I get in the front of the line.
Old, young.
Solomon, me good man!
The first in the line is the little halfling.
Oh.
He stands up and he staggers over. His eyes are sunken. He throws an empty mug underneath.
Oh, you get half a cup because you're half a man.
He, he shoots you a dirty look, pulls the mug away, sits back down at his table. Soon there are patrons coming from all around, drinking from Cade's cask. You're collected 5
They all
gold.
get gold.
Oh
Cask.
no!
Boy,
I spend this money
You fill
as
your
fast as I
flask,
get
5
it.
silver, you get a giant plate.
I
Anyone
see
else that
what-
wants a regular meal,
I
it's
see
1
what,
silver.
I see what he gets and I order one
Oh,
of
same
those as
thing?
well.
Alright, alright.
It's
What I
just a
got?
big
Yeah.
bundle of misogynistic comments.
He's a greedy, misogynistic little man.
So
I
5
am.
silver, 5 gold.
Dang.
And
What
an
are you
alcoholic,
getting?
too.
It,
Oh,
I
you're upstairs,
handle it
Ixon, anything
well.
it
upstairs?
compensates for his.
Robustity!
Yeah.
Watch out.
Irda grew up on a
Oh.
farm, she can eat well.
I asked the
Robustity.
barkeep if he knows where a painter in town would be,
Arr.
because that is something very important to Solomon at the moment.
You ask who?
The barkeep. And if he doesn't,
I asked Mango.
thank you, good sir, for helping me. I don't remember, but I heard that you helped drag me across the town, and I appreciate that.
You looked pretty bad when I had you. You had these thingies all over your face. They were like growing off your nose
I-
and your
I
eyes.
don't
and
wanna
they
know
were,
that.
They
That's
were
unnecessary.
nasty, and there was some coming out of your throat, and they looked like sort of like phallus. They like these little dangling bits off
Did
of
you
all
touch
of you.
them?
No, I did
Good.
not. No, I could not. No. An artist. What kind of artist?
Just one that paints, preferably.
Portrait.
Portraits, yes.
Well, there is Jerris. Jerris has
Jerris.
he's quite good with the paints. He's just 2 blocks that way.
He kind of points to the west toward the shore.
His shop's got pretty colours outside. It's painted on it like he's a painter. You can find Jerris. He's quite good.
Jerris. Thank you. And I'd flip him a silver for his.
All right, so Ixon, you're upstairs, devouring the book. Soon, everyone in the inn has a cup of rum.
Arr!
You hear the sort of the tenor of the inn is getting a bit louder now as people are consuming the rum. There's laughing and joviality.
Oh, sing with me!
A bit of song.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Nobody's singing.
I did not take any of the rum. I'm just drinking my ale.
Okay.
Whatever.
You get a few looks. No one quite joins your song.
I walk over to him.
I'm not down
Kane.
there, but I was
You have to start slowly with these people to get them all excited to do it.
How about Arr!
Start off with
I've got a story to tell y'all.
Here we go again.
Oh.
Are y'all ready for this tale that I'm about to tell you? It involves this town.
Can I interrupt?
No.
Not right now, just in general.
Maybe. If you have something good to say.
I always have
I'll
something
cut you
good.
off if you don't.
Would you like some musical support for your story?
Yes.
No.
I want.
Very
How
well.
dare you?
Oh, do you have a flute?
Yes,
Yes, I
willing
would.
to play to
Yes.
give you some ambiance.
Arr. Give me some nice ambiance.
So
all
I
right.
will just pick up my flute and stop eating for a moment. Pick up my flute
This.
and I'm going to play. as
And
he tells me
when the
story.
DM remembers he needs a flute soundtrack for
Oh.
Irda, he keeps thinking to
Alright.
have that. I'll have that next time.
I grab all my plates and I position myself with all of my plates and my flask sitting perfectly balanced and just intense focus on Kate as I'm eating.
Arr, it involves your lovely town.
The lovely
Ye
town.
people of Sandpoint.
You see several people put their mugs
Play
down.
Ominous flute sound.
Cade's tales have become quite renowned. The flute adds the ambiance which draws attention, and soon all the eyes in the tavern are on you.
Arr, when we first came upon this town.
So long ago.
What's your town's name called? Sandpoint. When we first came upon this. Arr, we had other mates with us.
I get a.
I had other friends. I had other best mates. His name was Tyranno. And as we rode into this town, we were befriended by an Aldern Foxglove.
I knew him!
Well,
But you knew him.
yeah, I
You're not
knew
down here,
him.
You're still upstairs.
Yeah.
Do I hear her telling a story?
No, you're upstairs.
You-
How well did you know him, sir? Because just wait till I tell this tale.
What do you mean calling me sir?
Quiet.
No
You see-
comment. But yes.
So, we had a Wraithy. She was so beautiful. The little fairy girl who floated butterflies. She's cute.
What you mean, Pre-Wing?
That would be her name. Thank you, sir.
Why you keep calling me sir?
He's
Why do you look like
The
a
heavy-set
sir?
woman stands up. She's got a
Why do
big
you look like a
bosom.
sir?
She looks angry now. She stares at you.
I ain't no sir. I ain't never called a sir
Quiet.
in my life.
I'm telling a story, ma'am.
I stopped playing for a moment and I'm like, you must excuse Cade. He's a little.
He's very intoxicated.
It ain't that strong. I can tell the difference between a man and a woman after a drink or two.
But Cade.
No, not a drink or two.
Kate doesn't care.
So you see Ixon comes wandering down the stairs. He can't help himself.
I have to. It's not fair. We're role playing.
All right. So, wait then.
I see it as
I
well.
resolve
come
play.
join us, Dixon.
What
Me
are we
mates.
what are we talking about?
The town.
The town when we first came upon it.
Alden
with
Foxglove.
Tyrannal.
Do you know?
And pre.
Oh, Reptino.
I'm not
Raise
there
the
yet.
glass.
I'm not there yet.
Oh,
Man, good man. Don't interrupt me, story.
keep going.
So we had our best mate, Tyrannal. And then Aldern comes along. Wants to take us on a hunting trip.
After I saved his life.
After we saved his life.
Not
After
you.
we saved all of you.
We saved his life.
When
From
they're.
the
and
But
goblin
you weren't
raid.
there yet.
Just to throw that out.
When they're initially.
Oh, no, you were not there
Very
yet.
initially. We were the ones that saved them from the
After
raid.
And we
Go with
both, we
Alright.
both did. It was just.
So
Yeah. Just role played at different times.
we
Parallel universe.
go on the. Me keen senses did not trust the Aldern.
No,
When-
you trusted me that
the
I
halfling, The halfling at your table, he looks up from his cups.
What do you mean you got keen senses? You ain't got no keen senses. You can barely see what's in front of your face.
Quiet,
There's a woman
Half-Man.
over there.
So, here we go.
You call me half-man
Cade's
one
gonna
more time! Call me half-man one more time!
He's an angry.
He stands up.
Alright,
Cade, you
He
see,
pulls
you
out a
understand.
dagger.
Call me half-man one more time!
Oh, you
Do-
might want to.
Okay.
You do really want to do that right now, good sir.
And he
I have a story.
hold on, whoa. He like kind of brushes away his cloaks like he's like showing his bombs, like he's like. Put that down.
Oh no.
Oh, not again.
It's
story time!
Not again.
The halfling, his eyes are locked on Cade. He sees nothing else.
I stand up.
Do it again.
One more time! Call me half-man!
Bar fight.
I still want to throw him across the room.
Do it. Trust your instinct.
Do it, Cade. Use your keen
Okay.
senses.
But,
your
but
Kid,
the story I want to tell is more important
don't
than
get
the
us
fight
kicked
I want.
out of the inn,
Sure.
please. Don't
Throw
get
him.
us kicked
Throw
out
him.
of the
Half-man.
inn.
Sit down, sir.
Oh, Cade's about to get stabbed.
Oh man.
He sees the rest of the group. He looks at Solomon. He looks right past Ixen. He sees Solomon and the plate mail and the massive sword. And he grabs his drink.
Say it one more time.
He sits down.
You're
I kinda-
smarter than you think.
I say, good boy.
When Kate first
Oh.
Gosh. I'm not gonna stop.
He leaps across the table at you. Yes! No! You see this little halfling. He lunges across.
I'm kind of trying to hype up the crowd.
All right, so roll initiative, please.
Oh, I grab him!
No.
No,
a
no,
fight.
D6, 1d6, please.
I wanted to tell the story!
Just so you're
No,
aware,
a D6.
when Kate was
Oh.
first talking about everyone meeting, I was playing like light festival
A
style
1.
music to kind of set the time and place that
Right.
they met, and I was trying to follow along, kind of giving themes to the music as it.
Right.
But
And now.
and
It's
now,
my fault
I
this
just
time.
put my flute down and I just.
What'd you roll?
A 1.
Okay.
Oh, you stumbled!
He is lightning quick.
Served
Before
you
you know it, he's across the table. He's got a little jagged-looking dagger at your throat.
Yes.
He stabs. Oh, a hit. You take 7 points of damage. You feel a serrated blade strike across your neck. You see this? He's like scrabbling across the table. I won't do it here. I'll mess the whole table up. But he scrabbles across the table. He's stabbing at you.
I grab him!
Come in, boy!
I grab him!
Can I just try and, like, disarm him and... Because I don't want to kill him in the end. I feel like that would be very bad for
you're-
his
No.
reputation.
Oh,
This is terrible.
This.
Yes!
They ignore me.
So it's called subdual damage. So you want to roll to hit him, but you're not going to swing a sword. You're going to use fists or blunt objects for subdual damage, right?
Okay.
Okay, so roll d20.
Without my shield, right? I'm gonna
Shield bash him, all right?
get him away from me. Oh my goodness gracious.
That's
16.
what you get.
Yeah, all right, so he's right there. You bring your shield down, kind of slide over, smack him in the back of the head, roll damage.
Ah.
Uh,
Much pain.
D3.
Yeah, it'd be a d3 plus your strength. And it's subdual damage.
Do I have it?
So unless it's really over the top,
I do not
you
have
probably
it.
won't crush the skull.
3, 5.
Okay. You see blood spurts out of Solomon's neck. He brings his shield down. This tiny little halfling splayed out on the table. His shield smacks him in the back of the neck. You hear a crunch, and he goes limp on the table.
You see, he just laughs and then he turns and walks
Ida,
upstairs.
Ida,
He
can
runs
you,
upstairs.
I'm going to look at the halfling and check on him and see if he's
You
still alive.
stupid landlubber!
Roll d20
He doesn't even have the -10 on
and add
conscience.
perception. Oh no, it's dark hour.
I wasn't expecting...
30.
Okay, you feel a thready pulse that's
I'm
quickly
feeling
fading.
him right now. I'm casting Cure Serious Wounds.
I come back and I said, you showed him.
You see Irda places her hands. A
We've been
warm yellow
working
glow.
to get our
17.
He came after
Healing
me.
suffuses. The halfling rolls over onto the
24
ground.
points of healing.
He rolls over on the ground. He's dizzy.
I toss him
All
in.
of the inebriation is gone. Like his eyes are now clear. What? What happened?
You came at me with a knife. Good sir.
Good sir.
He looks at your throat
And
where
I-
blood streaming down. I did that?
Yes.
He's
He's a hero! Huzzah!
He just he kind of
I go-
steps away. He looks at your sword.
I try and shake his hand.
He reaches out gently, shakes your hand,
Good job.
goes back and pulls his mug out and just watches you quite carefully.
Irda shoots a very unhappy look at Solomon,
Solomon looks away.
takes her food, and walks up to her room. And you notice that
What are the?
as she's going away, that the wings, the ethereal wings, are showing because she started.
Ooh, so you see the rage wings as Irda, she stomps up to the room quite upset.
With my ale and my food, because
Arr, you lost your best mate
Well,
there,
that was
Solomon,
a-
for getting
I've
out of
beautiful-
hand.
I've had a
Tonight.
bit too much to drink.
No.
No more
And
rum
just
for
right
you,
about,
sir.
No one disrespects the great Solomon.
You've got a good point there, Ixon.
Yes.
No one. I am the great Solomon.
Yes, you are.
And
You
this
almost.
puny little
You seem to have lost
man.
your robustity by. Wait, that's your word.
Arr, you got that right.
You seem
My-
to have lost your flavor
I know.
after the cancer.
What do you have a tail or not? The woman that you call the man twice looks back over at
Well,
you.
if you will all stop interrupting her, I'm sure she'll be able to spit the tail out.
She ain't said a word in minutes.
What, it
There was
because
something
the
more
half-man
pressing
said
going
something.
Y'all made her go upstairs. Now I don't have my music to set the mood.
Is there a?
Do we have another
pair-
bar?
No, I made a heart for
Oh.
Ray. Remember?
Oh, yes. Ray, me man.
So you see Ray, he pulls out the little harp, and as he looks, you see like his eyes look a little bit red and bloodshot.
Oh.
He strums one time on the harp,
Okay.
throws
Put
it
away.
down, and clings to Ixon's neck.
Okay. Arr, do we have a bard in the bar?
I can play.
Yeah. Arr?
Yes, I can.
You are?
Shane O'Mac said, "Cade is the peaker of audios." Let me
Oopsie.
give Cade. No, you're fine. You be you. I'll just turn it down a bit.
Here, I'll give you. What do you want? Melodramatic, dramatic, or
Are you doing it with your mouth?
Throat singing.
yeah?
I haven't seen this technique in years. Not
Arr,
since I was
can
up
you
in the
do it?
mountains.
Alright, let me do a test run, sir.
I tried throat singing.
I don't think this is there a
Do I have to
bar?
do it?
You try what?
throat singing.
Alright. I asked if there was a bar.
It's like where you go.
Is there a bard?
No.
Ah.
Does anyone know how to play an
You
instrument?
do see Malfeshnikor's head mounted on one wall. It's glorious, and you see a Mako. She comes walking back over to you. She puts a hand on your arm. Cade, I've never had something so beautiful in my inn. I'm so thankful.
Only for you, my dear.
You have been far more heroic than I ever suspected. Would you
What?
like to come tell me your tale?
Let's go.
I look at Solomon. I give him knocks.
Finally.
Arr.
Go back to our house.
Go!
It's beautiful.
Go with it.
Did you hear what?
No.
Did you hear what I whispered to. Go to her house. It's beautiful.
I've got rum. I'll be upstairs. You see, Ameko turns and she walks upstairs, follows behind.
Cade,
If you don't go,
buddy old pal, go up there. Why?
if you don't go, I will. I'm going. I'm gonna see what she says.
Hasn't she told you off before for being creepy? Especially after you're in her house.
You don't know that, first
Oh.
of all.
I don't know that. That's
No.
true.
great intuition. I go upstairs to comfort Ameko during this troublesome time of being denied by
Ameko.
So Cade, do you go up or no? No, Cade stays down. Ixon goes up.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So you see Ixon goes up the stairs, behind both Ameko and Irda, leaving Cade and Solomon downstairs. And what will you do for the remainder of the evening?
Eventually, you're gonna make sure all my armor's cleaned and everything, and then after the tail, if
No, I'll just go to bed.
Okay, Cade goes up to bed. All right.
I go and see if there's any drinks left by anybody.
All right. So you continue to enjoy
Just one drink, actually.
one additional drink. All right. And then before we break for the evening, is anyone doing anything special during the rest time? And what's the plan for the next day?
What I'm doing is I finish my my meal and my ale, and then I start cleaning all of my armor, my tunic, taking care of my axe, making sure that everything's in good order, and then I go to sleep.
Okay.
I'm going to Broderick Quinn to see if he can tell me
Oh yeah.
the situation with the dagger, and then I'm going to try and coax them into going to Jarus with me to get a painting done.
That's alright.
Okay.
I wanted to also see if I could talk to somebody about the next day to talk to somebody about the wand that I found to see if I can figure out what it does.
Okay.
Oh, and my tumors. I want to learn about those for Mr. Quinn as well.
Your what?
The tumors.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Anyone else?
Go and
I
comfort
just
Mako.
go to sleep.
Okay. All right. We're going to take a break there, and we will be back after the break. This will be a quick one, about 10 minutes. We have a good solid hour plus left remaining in the stream. Thanks so much for those that are watching. If you're watching today and you haven't followed us, we have one quick question for you. What are you doing? And we will be All right, and we are back. So let's drop the music. Ixon, you head up the stairs. The music recedes into the background. You smell the perfume that Ameko is wearing. It wafts down the hallway. You follow it to a door, and the door is slightly ajar. There is candlelight and a bit of incense from within.
I look at Ray. I say, should we go in? I whisper it though.
See Ray, who's clutching your neck. He pulls away, he looks at you. He looks haunted. He stares down at the book. He just shivers and clutches your neck.
Maybe not. I'll just go back to my room.
All right, so you see, as you're heading back to your room, you see Cade comes walking up the stairs.
Where are you headed? Yo. I just walk to my room, but take a periodic glance back, see if that's where Mr. Cardinal ends up.
Yeah, so you watch Cade goes to his room, closes the door.
Alright, I go into my room.
Close the door, all right, everyone? All right, so you all rest. Everyone gets 4 hit points of healing. Ooh. The great rest available in the Rusty Dragon. All feeling good. Any sort of rituals, nighttime armor cleaning, spell casting, or memorization rather, not casting, all good?
Yes.
You wake up the next morning. There's streams of sunlight coming through the windows, and you hear a bit of breakfast sort of sound down below.
Solomon wakes up to the smell of a delicious breakfast, and he lets out a and everyone next to him.
You hear a baboon or something sounds off in a room near you.
And he stumbles down the floor in his morning stupor. Or down the stairs,
dunk,
I meant.
Dunk, dunk, dunk. Solomon down in his armor? Or...
Always, yes,
Okay.
always. Can never be too prepared.
Irda rises and kind of quietly just dons her armor, puts her tunic back on, belts around, and collects all of her things. Straps her shield on her, axe to her back like she normally wears it, unless she's fighting. And
This is the way.
heads downstairs as well because she is very hungry.
You hear dainty steps come down.
I glance over and
you see Irda behind you.
It's kind of like in an apologetic way, like, I'm sorry about knocking that man unconscious last night.
You?
Me? Oh. I just head
You
downstairs.
Ixon?
I just head downstairs. Eat some breakfast.
Okay, you head downstairs, and you, Cade?
Go downstairs. For breakfast.
As you turn and go down the hallway, you see a Mako. She stands in her doorway. She crumples up a piece of paper and stuffs it in her pouch. And slams the door. So in moments, all are downstairs. You get a good breakfast. You are fed, and you get plenty of drink. There's a smattering of people here, not too many in the morning. Obviously, it's a light crowd in the tavern. And you see no sign of Mako.
Wait, so we saw her leaving the tavern?
No.
Cade saw her.
Yeah, Cade saw her in her room.
Okay.
Slam the door.
Okay.
So now she's up. She has a room
She's
in
upstairs.
the tavern.
Yeah.
I go upstairs.
Okay.
I'm just kind
And
of.
I knock on the door of Ameko's room.
I can wait. It can wait. Let him finish what he wants to do first.
Okay, all right. Are you doing anything while he goes
I
up,
was just
or?
gonna say I'm eating quietly. She's more quiet than she normally is, which is saying a lot for Irda, because she's
Very quiet.
very particular about the word she uses. So.
I would like to go ahead and start making my way to Quinn as he's doing whatever sort of shenanigans he is.
Alright. So you leave.
I see them go up, but I sneak around the corner. Because I don't trust her.
Right.
We're
so
not together.
He's going up, I'm going out.
Oh, you're going out?
Yeah.
he's
I
leaving. You're going.
I thought you said he was going up. I thought
You're following him,
okay.
right? Or no? Because he went up.
I don't trust him. I'm keeping an eye on him around the corner.
All right. So you leave. You're going to Brodert or to Jensen?
Brodert
Okay.
first.
So you leave and you head to Brodert.
And as Solomon leaves, Irda just kind of follows him with her eyes.
Right. So Irda follows Solomon. Party
What?
splits.
No,
That's-
just with her eyes. She just kind of.
Oh,
walks
just her
with him as he
eyes.
goes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. So you head out.
But I
Irda
think
stays behind in the tavern, and you
Right there.
you kind of peer up the staircase, and you see Ixen moving to the room where Ameko was.
I raise an eyebrow.
Door's closed.
I knock on the door.
Who's there?
Ixen.
What do you want?
I want to talk.
I appreciate what you've done, but I don't want to talk to you.
Just hear me out. I just want to talk.
Talk. The
It's,
door's still closed.
It's a little better when it's face to face. I feel you can actually see the person's emotions.
You walk up, you see Cade. Cade, you see Ixen standing in front of the door, talking through the door. It's not opened yet.
Arr,
Just
amigo.
give me a minute.
Arr, amigo.
Mako.
Amigo.
Oh,
It's me, Cade.
Also at the door.
I'll go at the door.
Cade?
To be me. Give the man a listen.
Fine.
I'll stand by the door.
Speak.
what troubles you?
This is the door, right? It's all through the door. Yeah.
Wait, I
No,
thought,
no, you said open the door. At the
Like
Yeah.
a crack, yeah, crack. So
no. Just open the door, Mako. Let's just talk.
I'm here, amigo. With him. Open the door.
send the alchemist away.
No. I want to talk.
Silence.
Okay, we can speak through the door. What troubles you, Mr. Mako?
I would speak with Cade.
Have you?
Do it to me just be on your behalf. We best mate.
Why don't you just speak to her privately?
Right.
And I give her a little wink and I slap him on the shoulder.
Hey, MTMJ Moondog, thanks so much. We appreciate that. And Shinomac as always. All right, so what do? You slap her on the back and you walk away, or
No, I say
him?
and I see what she says. Talk privately.
Amigo. What do you want me to say?
Cade would like to come into your room to talk.
I would like to speak with Cade, and I would like you to leave, Ixen, for I do not trust you, and I have no reason to.
Okay.
Actually, you have every
No,
reason to
you
trust me.
infiltrated my home.
That is a lie.
You are a lie.
Stop it.
I never infiltrated your home. Okay, first of all, you don't know that. Second of all,
I saw you.
well, even if I did, I'd be careful enough that you didn't see me.
Hold on a minute.
So-
I need to know this whole story right here before I speak on your behalf.
Well, I have no story to tell.
I have spectacles which were granted me on a previous journey, giving me the ability to see those who would not wish to be seen. And I saw you trampling through my home.
Well-
your trails,
Roasted.
your no, roasted.
Well, so obviously someone was disguising as me, as I would have a spell to counter that as well, and I would be able to identify those.
True
spectacles.
seeing cannot be counted.
That is a lie. With the power
I
of
would
Ixen
speak
Datrix.
with Cade and not Ixen. Leave my rooms, please, sir.
I
Wait
don't
a
appreciate
minute.
the false accusations.
Exit. Did you go into her house?
I have already stated I have not. I've been with you all the entire time.
Oh, I need the truth here.
He's lying. I saw him.
I was
I
with
believe-
them.
If you do not tell me the truth, I do not speak on your behalf, sir.
You have no reason to believe over me.
Oh, I like her better than you.
Then why didn't you go to a room?
Do I hear this commotion?
Because I do not take.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
Advantage of a woman when I am
you're
under
shouting.
you.
Like you're both in your rooms. You're shouting
You're always under
down
the
the hall.
Well,
I'm
then I
going to
never
head up
take
the stairs
advantage.
to see what's going on.
She's not
All
taking
right, so,
advantage of a woman if she wants it.
Your door fly open. Irda comes striding out.
Well, I was down.
Ameko is making
I was
false
down.
accusations.
Oh, you're not so sorry.
I was
Yeah, okay.
I do not believe this good woman who runs this great house of rum.
What is going on?
Ameko is
Irda
making false
is now in the hallway.
accusations.
Irda, this man, she is accusing Ixen of infiltrating her home.
Miko, are you alright?
Clearly not.
Yes, hush.
I understand how
I-
this looks with two men trying to barge into your room right now.
I was not barging. I was taking an eye on him.
I would say indeed I asked Cade that I might speak with him, but Ixen has been a constant thorn in my side. I feel he has
Thorn.
some sort of nefarious darkness about him.
Nefarious.
He invaded my home. I saw him
When did this happen?
merely 5 nights ago.
That is not
Is
correct.
that where you went when you were missing?
I was never missing. You are mistaken.
You weren't with us when we went to the asylum.
Yes, and I was speaking to Mildred Quinn.
Ixen. You need to tell us the truth.
I am telling the truth. First of all,
Did you go
Where?
to her
I
house?
want
Seen
to-
or unseen?
I want to sense motive from Ixen.
Hey,
Alright.
good call.
Go ahead and roll, please.
That's a 21.
You have a strong sense of deception.
Ixen.
I did not enter her house. Not once. Did I, Ray? I look at Ray.
Uh-oh.
Ray grabs your hand, shakes his head.
Throw him to the fishes. I don't believe them.
Ixen, I would advise you to leave. Now.
Oh.
Leave these premises.
First of all,
Head down to the tavern.
I am never told what to do. I am merely asked and I respond. So, if this is a demand of me, we will have a situation that needs to be handled.
This
I will leave at the request of a polite, please, may you go, Ixen, but a demand will not be sufficed.
sounds like Ameko has asked you to leave already.
I believe the
Not
woman.
kindly enough.
Leave my room now!
I'm
You
not in
invaded
your-
my home! I saw you! I sensed you with my very own eyes! You infiltrated and violated me!
That is a lie. How did I violate you, first of all? And second of all,
You came in my home! You overturned my rugs and my pictures! I saw you up the stairs!
I don't even know where your house
Explain
is
yourself.
or what it looks like.
He lies!
He's a
You hear weeping.
make
Why
like
wanted you, Kate, to talk to me?
I believe
She
you're
slams
a
the door. She
liar.
kicks the door closed. It's closed.
I don't trust
Looks like
her.
we're not going.
I don't trust you, you liar.
I think she's trying to split this
I'm
party
going
up,
to
and I don't
pass a
appreciate
message to her. Just send a message to her.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, I'm sorry for the behavior of these men.
I didn't do
If
nothing.
you need to speak to someone, I am here. And you can reply if you would like.
Okay. All right. Solomon, you kind of stagger out. You hear all this in the hallway.
I thought I've been,
He left.
Yeah, like, oh,
because I went down and ate breakfast before all this happened.
oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah. So yeah.
I will ask you politely, in a rough sounding voice. Can you please go downstairs and leave this premises? Please.
Yes, I was already going to. I just wanted you to talk to her.
Well, I'm gonna try, but you ruined it, sir.
I didn't ruin it. She falsely accused me.
Oh.
Why would I have any business going into her house?
I don't know.
She's giving me no reason to suspect her, so why would I have?
Except
Oh,
you
except
constantly
you did.
say that you don't trust her.
Yes.
I don't.
Oh,
But I
you
still
did?
have nothing to suspect her of. I just don't have a good feeling. Just like I didn't have a good feeling about
But you
others.
told us.
And now she's making false accusations about me, which
Ah,
gives me more
but
reason.
you told us you didn't trust her.
I don't.
And you were missing for a significantly long time.
I was talking to
when we
Mr.
went
Broderick Quinn.
I don't trust you.
Maybe we should go to talk to Mr.
Yes,
Broderick
I believe
Quinn.
we should.
Why?
He can tell you.
Yes, why don't you?
Just trying to have
And
a
I'm
simple
going.
conversation with the
Go
man.
with her.
Okay.
I knock on the door.
Are you gone?
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
I wait till they leave.
Right. So you go downstairs.
now I'm
You're
on.
outside. You're headed to Jensen.
To
Broderick. Okay. And you are
Going to Broderick to find out if
Okay.
Vixen's telling the truth.
okay.
So I suspect he is not.
All right.
So I knock on Nico's door.
Go away, Ixon. I want nothing to do with you.
Milady, it's me. Your trusty Cade.
Is it you, Cade?
Just me. I threw Ixon out on his head.
You hear the door opens. You see a Mako. Her eyes are hollowed, makeup smeared. She's been crying.
All right. What's been troubling you?
You come into her room.
I believe you over him, by the way.
I thought we was bros. Dang.
Shh.
The shots
You're
of the
gone.
heart.
You're gone.
You're gone.
You're gone. I saw him. I have been blessed with implements upon my travels. I have a pair of spectacles of what is known as true seeing. I can see when one is invisible. I was warned by Ella. She spoke to me and said that Ixon was going to my home and asking about me. I
Really?
didn't know why he would do
Very
so.
interesting.
I didn't know why he would ask such things, so I went to my home. He had broken in.
You don't say.
He pulled up my rugs and pulled apart my paintings. He was upstairs when I walked in. I called his name and he denied it. He was lying to me. So obviously, I knew he was lying.
What are we gonna do with this man amongst our midst? I always knew he was a little bit of a weirdo, but this is crossing the line.
Kate, I've seen your honor.
Thank you, ma'am.
I did not ask you to my room that I might dishonor you. I have
I know
means.
you're a good lady, but I was a bit drunk and didn't want to take the situation.
That is as I would expect.
Because I know you're a lady.
As
A
I
good
am.
lady.
And my only desire in having you come here was to tell you of what I saw
What?
with Ixon.
Oh.
And to promise you I am grateful and I have the means to provide you the vessel you have lost.
Yeah, too?
I too.
Oh my.
What does she have to do for that? Kill me?
I need time now.
Hey.
Please leave me.
Did
She waves.
Did Ameko say anything to me when I sent the message? Did she respond to me?
Oh, hang on, sorry, monkey.
My, this is...
Woo. Yeah, I'm gonna text you.
Okay.
Just trying to go to Broder and just have a normal conversation with the man. About to have these two ham and fist.
All right, so you head out. You see, you walk into the same goblin quarters area you'd seen before. When you walk in, and then shortly after, Irda walks in behind you.
And I come in calmly. I'm not going to. I just want to ask him.
You see, Brodert Quinn.
Not you again!
Mr. Quinn.
Don't Mr. Quinn me! I have no desire to be of more assistance to you. You have bothered me multiplicitous times.
How much do you know about liches?
Liches?
Yes. I have this dagger here that was taken from the grandson of a man who tried to turn himself into a lich. Now I have reason to believe that it may have...
Who? Who tried to turn himself into a lich?
Who is unimportant? They're dead.
No, I find it highly important. If you would speak with me, you will be honest.
Alden Foxglove grandfather.
You're not there.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we went.
But I am.
Yeah, we
Foxglove.
went.
Those two are.
I went there with her.
No, she was ahead of you.
But no, I left.
They left at the same.
Oh,
I
they-
left.
Oh, sorry, I'm
I left
okay.
before they even went upstairs.
Yeah, and then he.
So
called-
you're first. The two of them come in
Mhm.
after, right?
Vorel Foxglove.
You went to the misgivings?
We did. Not just me, but me and my companions as well.
And I just kind of walk in quietly.
All right, so you see Irda and Ixen come walking in.
They were with me as well.
You are fools. Fools. It's a fool's errand. It's cursed, haunted.
The-
Vorel was a lich?
well,
He tried to turn himself into a lich, but we believe that he may have kind of molded with the house, which is why it's haunted. I'm not a scientist. I don't know how
We
to
found
explain
what
it.
appeared to be what he attempted to use as his phylactery destroyed at in the basement of
Phylactery
the house.
destroyed. So you were in the midst of a lich. The phylactery. Who would have destroyed his phylactery?
Well, from what I understand, it was his wife that did it,
Mhm.
as he was in the midst of the ritual to become a lich.
This explains much. The misgivings became so by the interruption of the transformation to a lich.
It seems so.
You saw this, all of you?
No, not
Not-
the attempted transformation, as you know, that was a while ago, but we did see
the result of
Aldrin
it.
trying to do...
Thank you, young man. I am not a fool. I speak of what you saw this week, not 80 years ago.
We too saw it. He was not there.
No, Kate's not there. Actually, I forgot.
Yes. Dixon was not with us, but
It looked like he was a very far progressed ghoul.
well, Aldrin was.
Yes, Alden. So I don't know if he was trying to turn himself into a lich, but
a ghoul,
You speak of the fever. The ghoul
Yes.
fever.
Yes, one and the same.
There were many strange afflictions affecting the house. Some strange tumor-type
Tumors.
things growing from paintings, and actually in the wall where the broken phylactery box was found.
There were these little mushrooms that came out. It was like a dream.
Mushrooms.
Yes.
They look like
We were in
fungus of
this
some sort, yes.
this great hall, and there were paintings, and we were going through and slashing them, and all of a sudden all the light in the room went out, the doors shut, and out of the paintings this fungi just started spreading, and me and Cade were afflicted with it.
Like a phage. Give me your hand. COVID. Holding his hand. He looks at you. You thrust your hand away. You have found something significant.
You don't say.
How can I? Oh. How can I aid you?
This dagger. I just want to know what it does.
You wish me to identify a dagger? That's why you come here today? Really?
I have a question. I just want to simply know, the other day, 5 days ago, did Ixon come to visit you during the day, early morning, for about an hour or so?
You'll forgive me, I'm an old man, but Ixon, he's the smart one. The
Yes, that is me right here.
He looks at you. This one?
Yes.
No. No.
Yes, I did. You were mistaken, sir.
I have the mind of a trap of the most arcane power. I forget nothing, sir. I did not see you on the morn she speaks of. You lie!
Well,
You are sadly mistaken, sir. I did come and see you, and we did talk for quite a while.
What did you talk about?
What did we talk
That
about?
is between me and Mr. Brodard, and I would remind you quietly in private what we talked about, because it is none of their business.
Okay, roll diplomacy, please.
Let's see what it's. Diplomacy is. Alright. What?
Oh.
Was that a 1?
yeah, it was a 1.
When the dice tell the truth.
Dice don't lie.
You lie, sir. I saw you not. You seek to deceive your companions, and I shall forthwith withdraw myself. I have no time for such chicanery. He stalks off. He vanishes
I just
behind
want to make sure it's
the
not
doors.
cursed.
I feel like everyone in Sandpoint is going crazy.
Hey.
Oh, thank you, Camelise.
Yes, Ida.
I do believe there is
Oh.
probably someone else in town who might-
TTV.
What I was
Oh,
thinking.
we got.
Yeah,
Oh, no, no,
Lich
no. Hold
associated
on.
ghoul, maybe diseases. He might.
Someone followed us, I think. We missed
it's-
it.
To me, it's.
Dark Hour's been great.
Not to be
Shane
right.
O'Mac's been
Yes,
Did we
typical
get a
Shane
follow?
O'Mac,
Let's see.
MTMJ,
What's my-
Moondog,
Oh, it does.
awesome.
0.
Follow. Oh.
Yeah.
But I might be able to try again, if you would not mind.
Yes, and I hand her the dagger
I'm
after.
going to try to appraise it again. I had tried the other day, but I want to see if now that I've had some time to rest and
Did you level up?
I haven't leveled up, but
And then,
I have had.
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, so
No,
nothing will change
just-
until you
we'll
level
need
up.
to
Well,
see if we can find.
I go find a random townsfolk and ask them.
Oh, I could have a look at the dagger. Why are
Okay,
you
what are you doing
suspecting
now?
me, Solomon?
I'm not. I hand him the dagger.
Oh. Where am I?
Wait,
I was at...
he
Yeah,
handed
you went
me-
downstairs, right?
Alright, go into the town and try to find an artist.
Jerris.
You heard of Jarrus. He was a bit down, so you walk down there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I identify the dagger for him.
Roll d20.
11 plus what?
All right, so you identify it as Was your 11, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus-
Yeah. You identify it as.
What's
it doesn't
your
matter.
Yeah.
It was be arcane. You killed me.
Okay.
So, you identify it as a war razor +2. So it's a thin, sharp blade. Uses a secondary weapon with a +2 bonus to attack and damage.
No, I know what I'm doing. Alright, change my mind.
Okay.
I go to a place of weapons.
All right. A smith.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
A place of weapons.
So plus
An armory.
oh, it's a good word.
Okay.
I'm
Of special weaponry. Special weaponry.
So Sandpoint doesn't have
Oh.
places of magical sort of weapons.
and I would have told you that because I went for looking for that
Yes,
before.
right.
Okay.
There's
We,
nothing
that
like
we
that
need
here
to
in
look
this
for
town.
a larger city.
Yeah,
like
maybe a bigger
Magnamar.
city like Magnamar.
Oh, that's in there. Alright, and then I go to Jairus.
Since
Oh.
I've been appraised, I lean to Ixon and Ida and I say, well, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm going to go find that painter.
And I'm actually going to follow, and while we are walking, I'm actually going to quietly use my message cantrip and let Solomon know what's going on. So I will,
Got it.
tell him what's happening.
All right, so Cade, you walk in. You do find exactly as Ameko said. There's an artisan. He's got a big sign outside with splotches of different colored paints, and then a beautiful portrait in the middle of a woman. And so you step through, and you see this sort of probably 35, 45-year-old man with a pointed beard and dark hair. And he looks up at you. What can I do for you?
Army good man, we are looking for a great artiste to paint our beings onto a canvas.
You say we. Who is the we? I see only you.
Oh, there's 4 of us.
Where are the others? If you wish your beings, you said you want your beings painted? You
Our
mean your
likenesses.
likenesses. Oh, so you likenesses of 4, which are where?
They're coming. But I wanted to see if you were a man that could do portraits.
So I give one for a Mako.
Hang on.
Get a portrait of yourself to give to a Mako.
I do.
Depending on the cost.
You are asking me if I can draw paintings of people. You see my shop. You see the works upon my walls. And
It's
you
okay,
ask me
sir,
if I
that's
can.
why I'm here.
You have insulted me.
That's
So
why I'm here.
about this time, like the 3 of you walk in.
That's
Ah,
Here are my mates.
are you?
You see this like really angry-looking man.
Oh, don't.
He's got a
don't
little
ask him if
tiny
he paints
beard.
portraits.
His lip is quivering a bit. He's in a dark doublet.
Are you?
My man Solomon
Jarvis?
would like to pay for portraits of all of us.
I would like to talk to the man first. Are you Jairus, I believe?
I am Master Jairus.
Wait,
not just
Master
Jairus.
Jairus.
This is the Master Jairus they
This is
speak of?
the Master Jairus. We have
This
heard,
is the painter that we've heard
we have heard
all over
so
the
much
town,
about
the
you
buzz.
from everywhere.
Diplomacy check, please.
Roll d20, please.
Oh, dang. I'm really rolling a 1 again. Oh, 18.
18.
The Master Jairus.
The.
You have heard of me.
We've heard of you for
You
many.
are highly recommended across all this side of the sea.
Definitely the
Oh,
first name
the
that comes
sand-
up.
I am not talking to you.
Oh.
You have heard of me.
We've heard great
Yes,
things.
the first name that comes off of everyone's lips.
Just
when we
raving
ask-
About
It just
reviews.
rolls off the lips.
Okay, no.
His eyes lock on Irda.
Of course.
Oh.
Get us
You
that
have heard
discount.
of me, lady. I have skills that are, yes, they are quite renowned across many nations and cities, but I don't think all that are sometimes the drunken ones have heard of me, but I think you have, for sure.
This one is actually pretty sober compared to usual, so. But yes,
Oh, then-
we have heard of you.
Then he simply perhaps has lost a bit of his wit. Adult in the brain, as they say, yes?
Probably.
All those years on the high seas.
He's probably
I'm
better.
Actually,
tiny.
you do remember stuff better when you're drunk if you are constantly drunk. It's a remembrance thing in your
Aye,
brain.
this man speaks truth.
Just as if you were to.
So what manner of painting do you wish to see?
Well,
So, here's what I was thinking. I was thinking a painting of us, we're all in some sort of heroic, noble pose, and we all pose, and you paint us as
Who's
poses.
this for?
The town.
The town.
This is for the town. This is our gift.
To the town.
This can also be your contribution to the town, Master Jarus. One big painting that everyone knows, everyone sees, everyone...
My contribution, you do not mean I'm doing something for free, no?
No,
we will
No,
pay you
okay.
handsomely.
you'll be compensated. However,
So have you done something which was in fact heroic?
we have saved the town several
So
times
you have
over.
not heard of us?
Yeah.
This is not the way it normally goes.
How have you not heard of us?
Master Jarus, we are the heroes of Sandpoint you may have heard talk about.
You put a blotch on our name, good sir.
Heroes of I know such thing. No, I
There
don't.
was a
Oh!
I walk out.
Oh, we do not do business with...
Good riddance to you, sir. I sense a darkness in you.
There was a goblin raid a few weeks back. Me and my companions helped with that. A little bit a ways were more goblins.
You assisted in the goblin raid that we had.
Yes,
Now
we
get
helped
it.
save the town.
You're the heroes of Sandpoint then.
I
Yes.
think we said that, sir.
Well, you didn't say what you had done, which was heroic. You simply said you are the heroes. That makes no sense to
Is
me.
there anything we need to explain with that?
Well, no, Cade, we can't go in here with unfalsified claims. If we claim
He
to be...
should just know.
Falsified.
3 men and a lady.
Look at the man. He's a painter. Why would he...
Well,
That sounds
It's a
rude.
small town.
There's a small-
They don't even have a good smithery.
to be fair,
know-
our good
We have a-
had a kind of high turnover rate, so.
I turn over.
It's a clip right
You have,
there.
in fact, a great smithery, you knave.
Yeah, knave.
Hey, better at Magnemar.
But on top of saving the town once, we also killed this demon cat and all the goblins around it. That happened.
Which I presented to the town. And our portrait.
No.
Hey.
I presented it, you taxidermied it. Very different. Those are two big distinctions, and I will make that claim, Cade. I presented it to the town on the
No,
back.
I presented it.
I cut off its
bloody
head.
A bloody mess. I cleaned it up.
Yes, but the
And
bloody mess
presented
is
it
what's
to the
important.
town.
Anyways,
Who does the
back to the
town?
painting. We also
Who does the town thank for that?
the misgivings.
Me.
We didn't do that. We solved it. We killed it.
It's a house. How can you kill a house? This makes
Ah.
no sense to
Aye,
me.
we tried.
Oh,
Believe me, we
Believe
tried.
me, we killed
Okay,
the
more
house.
than others.
That house almost killed me. Almost got me in the gut.
You stabbed your shoulder and
I-
said, "God." You stay outside, or
I open the window and then, or out of the door, and I've decided. Close it.
I see Dixon close the
So
door again.
now that you know of our heroic activities, I'd propose a painting of us.
Tell me more of your proposition, and could it perhaps leave out the rude one who stands outside and closes my doors and opens them and closes them?
Don't mind
I
him.
thought
He's a
she
little
was
weird.
the she was the rude.
Master Jarus.
Are you outside or inside?
I said I was inside.
What?
I
You
thought you
closed
said
the
you
door?
closed the door.
No,
He
I
said
said
close- he
I
opened
closed-
it and then he was
yeah,
like,
I
oh, never
I was
mind.
like, nah.
I misunderstood.
I
Okay,
understand.
Master Jarus, as rude and
I've not been rude.
tactless
I didn't
as my
say
companions may
anything
be,
rude.
they are also the heroes of Sandpoint. It's not just me and Irda, it's all of us.
All of us.
No need to
One
say
package.
it like that.
This is fine. If you pay me good coin, I will do such drawing. But what have you done which was so miraculously or heroic?
Well, I killed an ethereal demon type cat sort of thing in one
We
hit.
saved the town
And I
from
cut off
ghoul
its
fever.
head. We saved the town from ghoul fever. We solved a serial killer.
Ah!
Goblin ring.
Stop! The head. that is in the Rusty Dragon.
Yes.
You are the one that has...
Yes, I cut that off of that creature.
You are a hero.
I
have
know!
seen this.
Isn't it crazy?
Why did you not say this to begin with?
I did!
You did not.
You were too occupied thinking about how rude those two people were to hear me, the most humblest one!
I presented the head to the town, and our portrait, the likenesses of our beings, will be hung next to it.
But he severed the head. Presenting the head means nothing. He severed the head. This is the
You would
hero.
never have known
I
in
think
that rusty dragon. Never.
I have a proposition.
Master Jerry,
I think
like
it
you.
should be
A big portrait
Yes.
of Mr. Solomon and our tiny heads in the background. That's what I suggest.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
I think this is a reasonable request. We have the glorious Solomon with all of the rest of you tiny little
Just our
heads,
heads
little
over his shoulders.
microcephalics
Ida
in the
and Cade on
background.
one side of the shoulder, me
But
and Ray.
Malfeshnakor, the beast that's on the wall, that should be also prominent.
It should be
yes?
me
With
cutting
you
off.
severing the head.
Yes.
Well, the way I killed it, I stabbed its eyeballs. So maybe an action shot of me stabbing the demon
and then
cat.
us clapping in the background.
Yes.
No.
No.
I think this should suffice. I will pay
Don't
in
listen to
gold
him. He's
double what
weird.
they will pay.
He's weird.
I will pay you very healthily for this.
Why don't you put boils on his face?
I will
'Cause that's
pay
what is wrong
much
with him
more.
a couple months, a
Me
couple
and
days
Solomon
ago.
will pay much more than any of these two will pay.
I'll pay you to put boils on his face.
Okay.
Oh.
This has gone the strangest direction I think of any campaign I've ever had.
Okay.
That's okay. all
Can
right,
you
so-
get my companion in it as well, my familiar?
We all need to be equals in this portrait.
Yes.
I present.
On second thought, it would be a little non-humble of me to have immodest. Sorry, it'd be just a tad immodest of me to have this glorious action shot with my beautiful face and my bulging hair as I kill the demon.
But it would not be unhumble of you to describe your beautiful face, your bulging muscles, right?
I think it is quite appropriate, Solomon.
I just got this very dramatic romance novel cover. Image in my
Fabio,
head, sun,
Fabio
the
stands
sand
upon the cover.
flowing behind him.
I think it would be wonderful if he did that.
Maybe we do two.
The one for your personal keeping.
Yes, so I'll put
The
the
wallet,
one.
right?
I'll put the one of me looking all fantastic in my house somewhere back home, and the other one we'll make them build a display for us right in the center of town, and it'll say the heroes of Sandpoint,
Oh.
and above
Make
is a
them
flag
build a
that we make, and on all four sides of the post is a portrait of one of us.
You speak of
Oh.
a sculpture, not a painting, a
No,
sculpture.
no.
Oh, are you a
both.
sculptor? Sculptor.
Yeah, he's
Look
everything.
around. Look around.
Oh.
Not her of
Oh.
Master Jasa.
Oh!
Jerris.
Master Jareth! He could sculpt us in the center.
Look,
Well, we
Jareth.
could all be standing on the head of the cat. With your sword in the
In
head.
the eye.
Yes!
I can do all this for you. I need only
gosh.
1,000 pieces of gold.
Oh, good.
You are on high
What? How much?
doses of this
What
some
the-
other
The painting is 100. The sculpture is 9. It is a difficult thing to sculpt stone, and I have to get the mayor to approve. And Sheriff
Yes.
Hemlock, this
Jerris.
will not be easy.
I'm
Mayor
sorry.
Deveris is not easily square. No,
Master Jerris.
Oh, I'm
you
sure
do not
you're
respect
paying
the work I do. Then
No,
you leave.
no. I'm not. I have an idea. So instead of you sculpting something, how much would it cost for 4 portraits? Would that be 400, or would you cut us a deal since we're buying in bulk? A bulk number of paintings.
Do not disrespect an artist. His work is
Yeah.
hard, and the tools he goes
Did
in.
you say bulk? As in,
It's not about.
I am some sort
I
of
meant bulk to
three
describe my muscles,
opposite
my
that does
bulky
little
muscles.
simple paintings in the sand. I am some frivolous.
No, you're amazing.
I do work as a bounty hunter as well, so if that is the way I could pay off my debts.
Yes. Do you have anyone who?
Who you would like? If a Mako has done you wrong, I'm just kidding.
Do you have any debts to anybody? We can take care of that.
Bounty hunter.
It was a joke.
I have no one I wish to be killed. None.
Whoa! Kill!
Oh, I meant just
Or
captured.
caught, or captured, or imprisoned.
None of those things. We just find them and talk to them and see how they're doing and catch up.
Get information.
1,000 gold?
For statue.
That's, I mean, it's a fair price,
It
but
is.
It is.
100 for the painting.
But I'm not sure where.
900 for the sculpture,
I'm
or
not
I am
giving
done with you
in
and leave my premises.
the painting. We will buy a painting of it.
And I'll buy one of myself because mirrors are hard to come by, and I'd like to look at myself a little more.
just buy a mirror from him.
Just buy a mirror.
Or are you just ugly all the time, so you want to look at it?
Maybe you can make me more beautiful.
All right. So what are you guys paying for?
The painting.
Are we all paying evenly?
Yeah.
So
25.
25 each.
All right, for the group painting,
The group painting,
All right.
It's not
all
gonna pay
equal
nothing for
proportions.
us.
all equal proportions.
How
No,
much, what is the exchange
Well, wait a minute.
rate of a platinum to a gold?
5. No, 10 to 1.
Arr,
10 to 1.
wait a
sorry,
minute.
10 to 1.
I'm gonna bargain myself out of this one because I paid for the whole head of your Malfesh decor.
I
No one
didn't
asked
ask you
you
to
to
do
do
that.
Oh, you're right. But you can be grateful.
I'm going to give my 25.
And I said you were gonna pay for it.
And I'm going
No.
to tip him a
Yes.
platinum on top of it.
I didn't pay for it because I didn't have the desire to spend 50 gold on a head of a dead cat.
He nods at you.
I knew from the time you came in you are a woman of discerning tastes.
I am an artist myself, but not of the same mediums. So I respect the work you do, and I would hope my companions would do the same.
I have similar hopes. Thank you.
He takes your coin.
Thank you, Master Jerris. Your service, I already know it's going to be beautiful.
You will be spoken of through the ages for your artistry.
We're about to head over to Magnamar here in the next few days, and we'll be sure to spread a little bit about the Master Jerris around.
And you are sure you do not want a sculpture? Just a painting for your incredible accolades.
Believe me, sir. I'm a little low on gold.
Then perhaps when you return. Be gone.
I walk out. Goodbye, Master Jerris.
So we've paid for the painting.
Did you pay for your... Are you also getting a painting?
Yeah.
Or just the one
I
painting?
I chipped in for the group.
Yeah, you paid for a second one, right? For just a view?
Oh, how much was
100
it?
gold.
Oh, I don't have. No.
No? Okay, all right.
I wanted one miniature.
Oh, yeah, you could do a mini. You want like this big? 25 gold. This big.
No.
Okay. So
Okay.
R.
Is that
You
all?
step out. It's mid-morning. It's quite bright outside. There's a clear sort of autumn is giving way to winter. There's a crisp air now. It's a little bit more cold and brisk. The sun is wan, not giving the normal heat.
My man.
Yes,
Wait.
Kate.
What if we talk to the mayor about commissioning?
That is an excellent idea, Cade.
We're the heroes.
The best one you've ever had in
Thank
your
you.
entire life.
I know.
Can we wait? What if we go talk to the mayor soon, when he inevitably says yes through our
I-
incredible
Oh, so
my
good.
apologies.
Oh, even better.
Whenever she inevitably commissions us for us, because we are the heroes of Sandpoint, I say we
I
go
feel
back
that.
to Master Jerris
Okay.
and... Never mind, I want the painting as well. Never mind.
Yes.
To
The mayor we go.
at least us two.
Yes, we.
You
I
can-
don't want him. No.
I don't know if...
He'll mess it up.
I'm going
Who messes
to.
Don't say that.
I don't do
I will
anything to
meet
mess
you
up.
both back at the tavern. I am going to
You're
be ready
little
for our travels. And
Yes.
I think because we were planning to leave today, right?
We can leave tonight, travel through the morning.
Yes. So I will work on getting preparations taken care of and perhaps seeing about procuring rations for the trip.
We will
Thank you,
see
good
about
man.
increasing the knownness
The knownness? Is that what you
Increasing
really said?
surplus
The
population.
knownness?
The amount that we are known, our reputation, our fame,
Spread abroad!
all
Alright.
of it.
So that's getting clipped. Knownness definitely has to live on. That's quite there with robustity and knownness.
And worrylessness?
worrylessness.
That's a word.
No, he didn't
Worry?
say. He said worriness. He didn't say
No, I
worrylessness.
did say worrylessness.
I thought you said like worrylessness.
We can go back.
I have it. I
Okay.
clipped it. You're wrong. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
But yeah, so I'm going to
What's the
go back
mayor's
and
name?
make sure all the things are taken care of and prepared for our journey this evening.
All right. You head back.
Oh, OC.
Yes.
Do we?
What's the mayor's name?
Mayor Devlin.
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 Okay.
Devlin.
Back in the game.
All right. So you head to the town hall.
Yes.
That is right.
All right. So
Oh, are we clean?
what are you doing?
gotta
She's
work.
going back to the inn. She's getting ready. What are you doing? They left you. They don't want you
Matter
with them.
would. The
I'm
heroes.
going to study my books more in my room.
So you see Ixon follows behind you, but he doesn't even look up. He's got this book that he gathered from the house. Roll d20.
I don't know. I
And
said I
add
go to
perception.
my room and
I
every
know,
day.
I know, but you have the book.
I'm
You're
not-
upset.
I'm not
You're
out.
obsessed. Okay,
I'm
it's okay.
not reading.
It's okay. Let me do what I'm doing. It's okay.
That is 21. No, wait, hold on, math. 24.
All right. Math. So math rocks. You see as he walks in, he has a book. He sees you. He clutches it to his chest. You've not seen this book before. It looks like something new he's found, and he goes upstairs. All right. You walk in, Mayor Devlin. She looks up from her desk.
Oh, heroes, thank you so much for all you've done.
Oh.
Is there something more I can do?
The
So,
great mayor, ma'am.
Mayor Devlin.
Mayor Devlin. Of this great town of Sandpoint.
Have you been drinking again, Kate?
Not this
Not
morning.
this morning.
Mayor Devlin, we were thinking.
You didn't even have a breakfast meal? I'm surprised. Sorry.
This
Try
may,
to cut back.
this may not be our position to recommend.
Not here.
But we were wondering if possibly there was.
We had a great idea.
We did have a great idea. We were wondering
Something that could enhance the town.
a little decoration, a little flavor for the town. We were thinking
Because we are the heroes.
because we are the heroes of Sandpoint, as you said. We did save this town thrice over.
This town would have been
No,
destroyed.
don't say that. Don't say that. That sounds bad. I kind of whisper that to him.
You're right, my man.
Remember what we were talking about on the way here.
Oh, you're right, you may.
Okay.
I have acknowledged what you have done. You have been benefactors to us beyond belief.
Yes, we were thinking
For education.
for education, for history, posterity, the long term
That-
down the road,
Huzzah!
A-
Huzzah!
a
Huzzah!
statue of the heroes of Sandpoint should be commissioned.
All right. So roll d20 diplomacy with inspiration. Add a d6 to that because that was really well played.
Thank you.
Good, solid.
Huzzah, my good man. Huzzah!
No.
Roll good.
Add the d6.
Yay.
Roll a d6 for
1925.
inspiration. Add a d6 for inspiration.
Oh, both.
6.
Yeah,
six,
you roll the
6.
two together.
Well, no, just take
Oh, not yet.
This is
two. So add 2, so 27.
So yeah, so it's 27.
Yeah. Okay.
You see, she looks down.
Well, it would not be inexpensive, but after the late unpleasantness and all that happened with the misgivings,
Scam this entire town.
the destruction of the cathedral, the goblet attack, I think you're right. You have done great service to us. I shall commission such a sculpture. I shall do it. I need you all.
You are the hero of Sandpoint.
No, that's us. You're the mayor of Sandpoint, and we respect you so much
You should be
for this amazing
honored.
town. The respect that you have shown us, the care, the generosity. It is all just
the best mayor of
unfounded.
any town ever.
And off at the inn, you're just putting her saddle on her horse, and she can feel just a sense of cringe.
Something is cringy in the atmosphere. She looks at Cade, like, clearly Cade overwhelms her. She looks back at you. She keeps making eye contact with you.
I need all of you. You must report here at the Central Square this afternoon. I will have Jensen, the local artisan. He will meet us there.
What time this afternoon?
When the sun is mid-sky.
Oh.
So the afternoon, okay. Got it.
Literally.
Mad Devlin. Me, Cade, and the rest of the heroes. We cannot thank you enough for this.
We cannot.
It shall be glorious and beautiful.
You should just stop talking at this point. You said enough.
All right, me man, let's go back.
Yes,
You gotta
we
know
will.
when to hold them,
we
know when to
must
fold
tell-
them, know when to walk away, know when to run. Yeah, you're overplaying the hand now, so.
We need to go back
She looks
and
at you.
find our mates.
Alright.
We'll go gather them up and be back here in the afternoon.
She seems confused now.
Yes, I agree to this. Yes, okay, yes. Yes, we shall.
Yes.
Yes.
Huzzah!
Yes.
It's like she's reconsidering.
No.
We go before she
Yeah.
reconsiders.
All right. So you're gathering as Irda throws a saddle over her horse. There are new horses out. You have a horse. You've all been provided for. You see Ixen's. He walks out. Ray clings to his shoulder. Ray is trembling. There's like a darkness around Ixen's face now. As he comes walking out, he glowers at you.
Not what you think.
I'm going to step back in the inn for a moment, and just as I've been getting ready, have I noticed Blackbeard anywhere?
She can't do it alone.
Unfortunately, you have not seen
Okay.
Blackbeard.
What I'm going to do then is I am going to just take some parchment and a quill and leave a note for him with the barkeep, and just ask him to give it to him when.
You want to text me the note?
Yes, I will text
All right.
him the note.
Do I see any
No,
of this? The rats?
you don't. You're outside.
Okay.
You were with him. So you see Irda comes walking out. She looks kind of pensive. She finishes saddling her horse. Ixen's eyes kind of dark. You see Ray trembles on his neck. And you see the two of them, they come walking up quite jubilant.
Ho,
Success.
yo, ho,
What's got you
yo,
so
ho,
dull,
a private
Ixen?
life
Huh?
for me.
I said, what's got you so dull, Ixen?
I know. You don't look like your Saint self.
I've been reading.
Too
some
many
history.
words, I understand.
Yes.
But we have good news.
What is the news?
We proposed our idea to Mad Devlin, and she happily agreed to commission a statue of us. So we must go back to the town hall in the afternoon when the sun is directly above, and the sculptor will be there, and the sculpting will happen. Not happen,
And we
but
don't have to pay.
Nope.
no, for free.
How about that?
Wow, I'm impressed.
A sculpture of us.
This is a success.
Albert,
It's
whose
all been
idea was that, my
one of
good
few.
man?
That was Cade's.
Thank you.
Whose execution was it?
Thank you.
Whose execution?
Whose execution he asked.
Oh, well, you are good with words. I'll give you that.
What? No, he's not.
Better than me.
That's true.
Well, that's a low
Irda
bar.
seems solemn as she saddles her horse. She's not even acknowledging the.
Irda,
Irda,
we have a sculpture of us being commissioned.
by the town.
The mayor.
That is good. I'm glad that you have managed this.
No joy out of
It just seems a bit like we're doing bad things to a town that is fairly poor, and it makes me a bit uncomfortable.
Oh, there would be no town without us, I must
I
say.
mean, when you put it like that, it does sound.
But wait, it could bring more
Yes,
into
an
the town
attraction.
to know that people will want to come in and spend more at the Rusty Tavern and see the sculpture.
People will hear our names and go, "Oh, the heroes of Sandpoint.
Sandpoint.
What happened
We
in
should
Sandpoint?"
go and see the heroes of Sandpoint
And
and
then-
come and look at the sculpture and then spend their gold here.
And silver and copper and money and business will
It's
boom.
good for them.
Maybe not.
What?
A bit.
No, maybe we don't do the sculpture.
Oh no, we are.
They said yes.
Yes, they did. What do y'all all of a sudden have a conscience? That ain't
No,
you.
it's not out of fear for them.
You don't want us to be
Oh, you
too
don't want
known.
your face being
No,
seen.
not at all.
Her face.
No, it has nothing to do with faces being seen. Just
Eh? What is it, man?
we are a hot commodity amongst the
That's
enemy. If there's a big sculpture in this town of hot commodity of the enemy, would that not make it more attractive to come and just wipe this town out? If we are not present. Not that I would care, but for your sake.
Out of
there you go.
character, this is like the Sokovia Accords
What is that?
from the Avengers, where like they're like, oh, if y'all weren't doing superhero things, there wouldn't be villains coming after
Oh,
you.
yeah, so that is what I'm offering. Or,
That is a good point, but I don't think enemies would come here
No.
because it's not like we live here.
That's right.
But what if that's a reason for?
well, hold on. Maybe we can attach some good to it. Maybe.
I think we need to go
Maybe.
speak to a
Hold
philosopher.
on. I have a proposition. Maybe we attach an alarm to it. So that if the town is ever in trouble,
We know.
then we will know.
But what if we're like
Protecting the town.
a month's travel away?
And that is not our problem. But we will know that they're in trouble. And at least it gives the illusion that we care about them.
I like it.
This is the most morally bankrupt party I've ever DM'd. I like it. The illusion that we care about them. I like it, says Kate.
As
that was me.
someone,
She said she liked it.
Oh,
you said the illusion. She said she liked it.
I am aware of the alarm spell because I
Yes.
You
What?
do realize alarms do not last more than a few hours, right? We would have to have someone constantly cast it, come back to
No,
the town.
there is a permanency spell that you could place on an alarm, and then which I could be connected to it, and at any point that the town is alarmed, I can.
I don't know that I would trust you to tell us when things happen, though.
Well,
Since
that is not anyone's problem to do
oh,
but mine.
by the way, Cade, I learned that he lied to us. Brother Quinn said he wasn't there
It's
that
not true.
morning.
Not true at all. Broderick Quinn is an old man. He just,
Bernard Quinn, he did say that.
he doesn't know what he's talking about. And
He's a very
just to
smart
say,
man.
no one will ever know.
All right. So roll d20. Intuition.
Who?
You.
But just because he
But
wasn't
I
at
trust the
Quinn's
Mako.
doesn't mean that you're at Mako's. It just means you lied about where you were.
Ixon. I smell a liar. And I smell that you're lying. Your eyes have gotten dark for a reason. Your Ray looks like he's dying. And trust a Mako.
That's not my problem.
No, you need to tell us the truth or we're kicking you
I
out. We
don't.
both think
What
you're a
I
liar.
do in my private time is my business.
Oh, not when it concerns the heroic status of this group. You're bringing us down, mate.
I mean, if you're worried
first of
about
all,
the heroic status of this
how
group,
does
I
that-
did knock a civilian unconscious
Thank you.
last night.
You were drunk. Don't
what am
forgive
I-
us.
That doesn't.
What if, how have I tampered with our heroic status?
Because
no one.
if they view you as a liar, they won't trust us, and trust
I'm
is the
not
most
lying.
important
Okay,
key.
I'm not lying.
Ixon,
You are lying. Okay.
I'm not
let
lying.
Kay.
Did you disappear?
You're lying as well, then.
Did you disappear?
Were you a captain? No, you weren't. We all know.
Oh.
I know I was.
No.
Yes.
You weren't, and we all know it. And we're just choosing to ignore it.
Okay,
so leave it
Ixon.
at that.
Oh,
So-
stop!
so-
Stop with the shenanigans of casting it off yourself.
Okay, so where you were, it kind of matters, but not really. What matters.
We need the truth. Speak the truth.
We
what
need
I
the
was
truth
thinking,
from
but-
everyone in this group. So if
About
if
what?
perhaps you tell the truth, then I've made
When you don't need a BBEG, you just need the party to turn on themselves.
What's a BBEG?
Big
Bad
bad
evil
evil
guy.
guy.
Oh, sorry.
Because we all know you're
Or
lying as
gal.
well. But it's just
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
It's more severe.
Oh,
when
look at
Nixon's
how
lying.
he's casting it off himself.
Look,
It's called.
we are leaving the town
Actually, a gal is better.
soon. where he was does not matter. We are getting the statue. Are there people around?
Thank you. Thank you.
Like,
Yeah,
this
so,
is
like there, you
not
see
important.
passersby, like
quietly am
you see, like there's people walking past.
Quietly,
the townspeople,
Solomon,
they're
how
kind
can
of
we
looking-
trust him with anything?
Well, they've
Okay, here we
I
go.
need
Here
the
we go.
truth.
Here we go. Oh my goodness. I snuck into Ameko's house because I thought she was behind the misgivings. I turned out I was wrong. I saved the town. Who cares? Okay, there you go.
Thank you for the truth.
It is not your business. None of you. Thank you.
It is if it involves a Mako.
No, it isn't.
But-
Nobody here lies
Kate.
to that woman.
Kate.
She's
Lied
a
to
good
her.
woman.
I just snuck into her house because I thought she was bad.
That's kind of
Turned out I was wrong.
a bit creepy still.
Yes, it is creepy. Everyone knows I'm
kind of
creepy. That is not.
brushing, brushing shadow mist while they're.
Yeah, so
Alright,
the
we got
horse,
the truth.
it's you see even just a few days it's had to rest. It's put on weight. It's massive. It stands a good 3 hands higher than any other horse. Its withers to your eyes. As you brush it, the mane is silvery, the coat is glossy, and it almost seems sentient as it looks at this argument going on around. You see like the head turns and
And
but-
I just kind of look at it and say, yes, I know.
See,
Friends, fellow
I go
heroes.
to an extent to protect the greater good that others will not because of a moral code which I do not bear.
But more
So,
importantly, can we get
If
the
Ameko
statue?
was behind this, I must defend that myself as I have been attacked for the past 2 days. If Ameko was behind this and I had
And
not
she's
checked
not.
her house, can you imagine the guilt we would have all bared?
He does have a good point.
So, I checked the house out of my own moral code that I bear within myself because I thought it was necessary to save the town if it was her behind it, as her brother was behind it as well, and she tried to act like she didn't know, when it turns out she did know a little bit about her father.
What do you mean Ameko did something wrong?
you see a little boy walking past. He stops.
And
She's a
Ameko,
nice lady.
Ameko, my sister, that is her name, little boy. Move along, it is not your conversation.
Oh, you don't mean that one.
No, not at all.
Oh.
Yes, sir. If I cannot diplomacy a little boy, I'm quitting this campaign. Diplomatize. Is
I
that a
don't
word?
like diplomatized. No threats.
Okay.
He keeps walking.
Ethan
So-
does have a point.
Was all this worth the fuss?
But
I just wanted to keep you guys.
I just want to be able to trust
you wouldn't
that
have
you are
gone
one of us.
deeper into this and suspected me that I was trying to do something evil, this would never.
But wait a minute. We are a group. We are one.
Yes.
So we need to be able to trust each other. He should be open and tell us the
So
truth.
you should tell us the truth about
I
your days
did.
at the sea. No, you did
I
not.
did.
No, you did not.
I
No, you
did.
didn't. You
Okay.
paid
Good
off,
sir.
You paid off Blackbeard.
Yes.
I,
Kate, so
sir.
in the spirit of being open, so what was that little transaction between you and Blackbeard about?
We were just talking about
You're lying.
our days on the sea.
You're lying.
Is that
And I
settled?
told him that I came across Sully.
Okay,
And he's looking for
I look
Sully.
at Ray. I look at Ray. I say, Ray, didn't you hear what she said? There?
He
How about
wanted
you
to
whi-
look for Sully.
How about you whisper it to me again, Ray?
You see Ray. Tears are streaming down his eyes. He trembles and clutches your throat and shakes his head.
What
His
is wrong,
little
Master Ray?
wings are trembling.
I told you he's not right.
I grab him and I just cuddle
I
him.
think we all need
He
to take a
cuddles you
deep
back.
breath.
I do too. We're turning against each other. That's the enemy.
It is the enemy.
Fear is the enemy.
Exactly. Now, what I do in my private time is all of my
You're
business
right.
and none of yours. Thank
But
you
when
very
we
much.
ask for the truth, just tell us, especially when it comes to Ameko.
No, not
please.
you. Not you. I will tell them, since they will.
What
Okay.
time is it right now?
It's like mid-morning. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
So what are we gonna do about the sculpture?
Irda,
I would love it.
Irda, what is your opinion? Because you've been awful quiet recently. Ever since we know.
Very quiet.
I think that it is important that we are a paragon for the people. That we prove ourselves
Arr,
Worthy.
That's a little rough.
of
Very
being
noble.
called heroes,
A paragon of what?
doing the right thing,
Morality.
doing what is good,
That is not what
helping
I represent.
people.
But yeah, we've given money and we've
Yeah.
killed bad things
I
and
won't
we've
speak on it, I don't care.
vanquished the ghoul fever.
But morality in doing what's
I mean, like, a
so
statue's
why?
just a bunch of stones. How expensive could it be?
We know.
Just go get some rocks from outside and put them together.
Don't you want it to look beautiful, or do you want it to look like you have boils all over your face, mate?
That's a good point. I do want it to be beautiful.
Thank you.
What if we, since this is 75% of the party wanting to do a paragon of morality, I can offer something in which it's like a thing we found where the coin, you place the coin in and it travels somewhere else. What if we give 5% of what we get on our travels back?
Oh,
5%?
That's a good. I think I'm good with that.
You all, I will not.
Oh.
But I will not partake in this. But since it is your,
I am willing to do
I
that.
am willing. For a statue that lives on forever,
These
Solomon.
people.
1%.
1%. You're gonna give them. How are you gonna chop your gold
And I
in
thought
10
pirates
pieces?
were greedy.
It's not about being greedy. It's
What is it about?
And your shining plate armor,
You
Solomon.
will be lived forever in history.
Don't you? Oh wait, you love being loved by the people. What if you gave 10%? They would love
Whoa!
you so much.
You want me to get 5?
I know it's called talking him up, so he comes back to the level.
But-
I got this.
I just want to be worthy of being called a hero.
I think.
And I walk
Our
against the end.
Solomon, if we get our
The term hero has always kind of turned me off. I don't know why.
You do what? I'm sorry.
I
You
walk
walk.
back into the end.
All right. You see Irda. She kind of walks back into the inn in a bit of a huff. Closes
Not
the
a
door
huff, just quietly.
quietly.
Yeah.
Walks back in.
that's
closes
not
the door.
good.
Solomon. If we give back to the town, we make her happy, we make the town happy, and we make us happy.
Actually, I do think I will give 5%.
Then I will also, if we all give
If we all-
5%,
All in, all for one, and
one for all.
one for all.
Ah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah! All right.
Irda's in the inn.
We go in.
Well,
and we tell
I'm
her.
just grabbing an ale.
Oh, I've made her drink. I made her go to the drink.
You hear
Granted,
Cade.
I have been
Cade
moving
comes
stuff
kind
around
of
all morning, so.
stomping through the door, muttering something about
I just
5%.
want a cold ale, you know.
And you
It's
see
been a hot
Irda. She's at the bar with a cold ale.
Hey, good woman. Let me join you. I need a rum. It's been a rough morning.
I tried comforting Ray, as I don't really know why he's crying so much, and I pet his head and I let him drink some rum.
Okay. All right. Roll d20. Add persuasion.
Mm, 18.
Okay. Yeah. So you see, he stops shaking. He takes a sip from the rum, and he looks up at you. He snuggles back to your shoulder. You see,
right.
you walk up to. She's got a cold ale.
All right, Irda.
Yes.
We've all agreed that on our travels, when we come back, we will give 5% of all that we get back to the town.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, we can-
All right.
This is, well, if you think about it, if we keep adventuring, keep getting more renown, eventually we will be getting larger and larger compensation, so this is a good way to help a small town.
Hey, it's a good plan.
And
Maybe
then,
That was a good suggestion,
There's
Ixon, very unexpected.
Yes,
from you.
very inexpensive.
I was actually thinking it the entire time, but it was just not settling right with me.
Maybe there was
Still,
a little
it
more
was-
to this moral code. In
No,
ya.
no, it
Oh.
was not. It is,
Your
it
moral
is,
code.
No, it's very shallow, I promise.
But it's yours.
Yes.
Your moral code.
Yeah. No, it was mainly just to please the party so we could move along.
Oh,
So,
but it's a good your moral code.
okay.
Alright, but we can do this, yes.
All right.
All right. So you
But we'll surprise it. Don't tell the mayor. We will announce it when she announces the statue.
We don't have to announce it. We can just send it as
No,
donation.
We
to
need to
announce
announce
it.
it. So then they don't think that we're just being...
Yeah,
That's true.
Just taking their money.
That's a good
we're
point.
more of a hero.
We
when
probably
we're
would have gotten
announcing in
booed,
public.
honestly. Like, no one would have cheered first. And there was just, like, we were just sat up there and be like, yeah,
Look at-
statue.
Yes.
It's like when Chick Hicks gets his trophy in Cars 1. But, no. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No. All right. So you agree to this, and now what do you do?
Oh, what time is it?
It's
Oh.
like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, we go. We
Piddling
just,
this time.
This is
of
the
night.
longest day.
we just go get a
The
suntan.
longest day.
The day of our
Oh, I was going to
Memorial.
see if
We'll
perhaps
call
there
it
was someone in town who could let
Memorial
me know any
Day.
more about the one that I found.
Yes. So that's not hard to do. So you get some help, whether it's Brodert or anyone else.
I
And
think I'm going to give Mr. Quinn a little bit of a break since
yeah.
he
Okay.
had a lot of this.
It is you get it identified as a wand of knock, and it has 17 charges remaining.
So this is our last night in Sandpoint, correct?
I believe so.
Then we will... I will do something special.
I also have something for this evening. It might be the same thing. I'm not sure, but
No,
Right.
it's
So-
not. I promise you.
She gets the wand identified. You resupply, stock the horses. Get all the armor cleaned up. You get your packs restocked. What are your plans for the evening? Clearly,
We were going to head out.
well, I think they had something else in mind. It sounds like.
Oh, wait.
after
We have to
Check your
meet the
phone.
mayor.
yes, after meeting the mayor, I was just gonna buy a round of drinks for everybody at the tavern.
Oh, taking my spot, are ya?
Gotta win the people back. We're
So,
basically just buying their.
You're ready
their
to
love.
leave. They are suggesting that you spend one more night.
But we gotta meet. No, we were gonna leave tonight.
One more night. We don't want to travel by night.
Yes, he has a good point.
Okay.
It's much safer to travel during the day.
Okay.
I have money.
Any objections or?
To staying another night.
All right.
Solomon's.
So
fine
you
with it.
stay
So I go back in.
another night. You
Pull
head.
the saddle off my horse.
You unsaddle your horse. You head back inside the inn. It gets to be dusk. There
Wait,
is.
we have to go. We have to go meet the mayor.
We were supposed
We
to
did
meet
the thing
mayor.
at noon, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
assumed that we
yeah,
did
it's
we
already
didn't get
done.
to announce our 5%.
Yeah, you can.
No,
But I thought it was that day.
we were just getting our sculptures done. Like
They were
just.
probably doing sketches of us.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
for the.
Don't worry, Ixon's got this. That's no
And
I
so
have to get those three-dimensional sketches so that they.
as you
So,
as you head back into the inn,
Did they get my?
there's a nice, robust celebration going on, and you see a man walks in. He's clearly already half drugged.
Have you seen the signs? The signs! There's going to be a celebration, fireworks! The alchemist! That one right there!
He points over at him.
Amazing! Come on,
A round of
everyone!
drinks for everybody.
You hear. There's a rush outside. Everyone steps outside. Rusty drives. You see massive fireworks exploding in the sky. One of them looks strangely like Ixon, with a little butterfly goblin on his shoulder, smiling. And we'll stop there for tonight. Okay. And thank you everyone for joining us today. We appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and do a quick raid. Before we do that, I know we have not run a Wednesday night stream ever. And so we had, up and down, but thank you so much for watching today. And I'm going to say this, I think the more I play, the more I want to make sure that we don't let streaming interrupt the game. It was so much fun tonight. I thought you guys did a great job. A lot of good fun role play. So whether we have 9, 5, 25, 39, doesn't matter to me. Let's just enjoy playing the game. All right. So if you are watching us today, go ahead and give us your vote for MVP. You have Irda is number 1. Solomon is number 2. Ixon is number 3. Cade is number 4.
Arr.
Let's get our.
I drink it rum, but I don't take advantage of women. So vote for
No,
me.
you don't.
Can we do something like where the players vote, but they can't vote for themselves? Like, too? Cause like.
Yeah, because we only have 5, so we got. Yeah, okay, so we have a vote for Solomon. Ooh, Camel Lease with the betrayal. Wow.
I've been betrayed 2
Oh,
weeks
and
in a row.
Birchfield also. Wow. Okay. All right. So, you can vote for someone, but not yourself. So, I've already seen your vote, not yourself. I need you and you and you vote for someone, not yourself. Okay. All right. And
I know. Captain Redbeard would have voted for me, but he's not streaming tonight.
a 2, and a 2. Solomon is our stream MVP today. Well done, sir. A lot of fun. And we'll be back. So we have a Saturday stream of our Fourth Age campaign, the Lord of the Rings. That campaign is getting to its latter stages, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And then Sunday, right back here at 1:30 with our Rise of the Runelords campaign, and we'll see what happens as you guys travel to Magnamar. So we're going to go ahead and stop the stream here, and we'll do a quick raid of another party, and I think Fabled 42 might be up tonight. Let's see here. Raid a channel. Gasumba, not great. No, let's do Gasumba. I like this guy a lot. And we are raiding. And 3, 2, 1. All right. And we're